Good morning again, everyone. You are live with Talk Shit Radio. Again, excuse me, we are here with our hosts, Joseph, Paulie, and Hayden. Say good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It is a lovely Tuesday, August 5th, 2014. And I got to say we're all a little tired here this morning. Everybody looks like they're dragging their butt a little. What do we say, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
I can speak for me now.
Yeah. Well, we're not used to being up this early, so you're gonna have to bear with us here this morning, and then we're gonna try and entertain you the best we can.
Getting up by 6, 7, by 7's one thing.
Yeah.
Getting up before 7 to get ready for 7's another thing.
It's not easy, I gotta tell you. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning so I can get in here into the studio and start producing the show and get everything ready, but I'm not used to it, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, this is odd.
Yeah.
Flipping your schedule like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a little to get used to. I got to tell you, for all you people that are out there and you do your daily grind, I don't know how you do it. I haven't had a full-time job and had to work like this in a while, but we're going to let Joseph run the show a little bit today. He's going to tell us what to do. Joseph's got the old program schedule in his hand. So, Joseph, who's up and what are we going to do first?
We're talking shit.
We're going to talk shit first.
All of us.
All right. All of us are going to talk shit. Well,
good schedule, right?
My phone's going off here.
That's the way to start it.
Joseph just messaged me on Facebook saying, talk shit. So what else is going on? Anybody got anything interesting that they want to bring up first thing this morning?
I was just reading that that Ebola problem that's in Africa right now, I guess actually spreading quite a bit out of Sierra Leone area and Liberia and all that. They're basically saying it's going to be a worldwide thing, that it's basically there's too many new roads in and out of those areas, planes, trains, automobiles, you know what I'm saying, the whole 9 yards.
I don't see how they're going to control
They don't know how they're possibly going to be able to control it and keep it contained.
I don't see how they're
Okay, what's the fatality rate for Ebola?
I believe 100% at this point, something like that.
What?
Yeah, I think it's like 98% death fatality rate.
Terrible.
I mean, there is no cure. Yeah. It's as far as I know, it's one of those brutal, never just forget it kind of diseases. It was one of those rare things when it first popped up. Dug it up somewhere in Africa. They were digging something supposedly, and it popped up. I remember when it happened because the disease itself was so horrifying. I was like, my God, how could something like that ever exist?
That's ridiculous, man. That's to have so, and then
you know what?
I'm speechless. I really am. To have something that freaking deadly. All right, and bring it back to the country. Now, I know the old man and the old lady, they were American citizens. I know. Okay, that's fine. But stay there, get better, then come home when there's no chance of you affecting the rest of the American population.
Yeah, but they've got them. But, I mean, like the one doctor said for or I don't know if it's who, but I think it was Doctors Without Borders, said, it's going to go worldwide. There isn't anything we can do about it. And honestly, we have the best facilities in the world here. We have a medical infrastructure like no other country in the world.
Somebody needs to tell them.
And we have having these people right on hand to get fresh samples from and do maximum tests possible. They already come up with a possible vaccine. They didn't test it or anything like they normally do. They just gave it to the guy because they're rushing hard right now to try and find a cure for this thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly, scientifically, I think it was smart to bring them back. They brought them back in the suits and everything else, get them in the best facilities. They brought them back to the Atlanta area. So that's where the CDC is, Center for Disease Control. So, I mean,
I agree. I definitely agree.
Get it under a microscope and
I want to thank
them, if we can.
The people that caught that, because they're going to be the guinea pigs. Take the
samples
that's exactly what's happening
right now. Unfortunately for them, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're doing all of us a service.
Yeah.
I mean, if this spreads worldwide, we can do everything we want to do. We can we can't close our borders now. You know what I mean? We can do whatever we want to. We can shut down flights, everything else. Eventually, it's going to get to America.
I got something to say about borders.
We're going to have that apocalypse now. We're going to have that. That's going to happen, the zombie apocalypse, because of this flu. You're going to have sick people, or I Am Legend type thing.
Yeah, something where, everybody, half the population drops dead. But
Yep. So and then Will Smith will have to save us all.
Yeah, let's look out.
Hayden's going to be Will Smith in that one, right? Hayden says, no. No.
Yeah, but
So, Hayden, did you bring any butt naked freaks in today?
No, I didn't
forgot
have to
'em?
get any butt naked freaks.
No butt naked freaks today. Oh, well. Sorry, folks. We were hoping to have some butt naked freakies for you, but
you got taxi money. Get some.
we got taxi money. You could get some. Well, for the listeners
right,
out there, if you have taxi money, Joe can get some. Some of what we're not sure, and I don't know why I'm choking this morning. Hold on, guys. I'm cutting my mic out for a second.
That banana pen.
Messing with that banana pen over there.
Listen, I got my banana pen right here in my freaking pocket. Don't make me whip out my banana pen. Ta-da! Let's see if you can hear it. Listen.
Yep.
You hear it clicking the banana?
Yeah.
That's about as healthy as Ebola.
It sounds good.
I was just thinking, dude, what a perfect way to spread a virus to get those things.
Through
Everybody's
vapor pens,
got it.
right? Yeah.
Everybody's got them.
I often think about things like that. When you go into these little Habib stores and you see the guy back in there making the vapor, what's he really putting in there?
Yeah.
Pissing in the bottle going, I make special one for this one.
Yeah.
You know, when I was working at the gas station, I had to order that stuff. And we got
Uh-huh.
it. I don't remember where we got it shipped in from, but it got held up in customs. Those little oil, nicotine oils.
Yep.
Because of the methadone in it.
What?
What? Yeah, because there's the methadone in it. There was so much in a box that it became illegal, like a narcotic.
Because there's such a little minute in each bottle, but now when you put all those bottles into one box,
now you got 10 pounds of methadone.
that's funny. It's bad enough we got a methadone addict
My
already.
question is why
I
methadone
don't
in
know.
the vapor?
I don't know.
Hey, the government's the one making it, right?
I'm not sure I want to smoke the vapor pen anymore now.
Why methadone in the vapor? It just makes no sense.
That was the answer I got from customs.
That's weird.
That's really odd.
So
Because
for
I'm
those of
going to
you
use my
that
stuff for my vapor pens to sell them, you
for
know?
those of you that are out there smoking on these vapor pens, I have one of those Matrix vapor pens, and I've just been informed that there might be drugs in our vapor pens. Now you watch this shit
I wanna
go
say no
flying off the
shit.
shelf now.
Right.
Everybody's gonna be walking around with a vapor pen.
People
going,
start cooking it up.
Smoking it.
Right, all these people hooked on the RXs here in Florida will be running around with vapor pens.
They'll hear it's got, what has it got in it again?
Methadone.
It was methadone.
They'll hear methadone. Methadone. They'll be like, hell yeah. I'm passing the banana pen around if anybody wants to smoke my banana. For those of you just tuning in, it is a vapor pen, nothing more. Oh gosh, that's too funny. So we got the phone lines opened up, right, Hayden? I think we do. Yeah, they're open.
Yeah, the number on that is 352-410-2084.
Good deal. We'll take any calls from our listeners. You want to get on here and
Especially if anybody's got an opinion on that whole Ebola thing. I wouldn't mind
Yeah,
from the
you know what?
Georgia area.
I have an
especially,
opinion.
I mean, since they're there
With the
in
borders.
Georgia
we don't
area.
care about your opinion in the borders.
I do, man. I think it's just I look at the borders like my house. If somebody
Listen, not
came
to
in my
cut you
window-
off. Listen, not to cut you off, but I got an opinion about the borders too. Okay, let's
Right.
close them.
That's what I'm saying. I look at it like my house. You cannot cross my threshold.
Yeah,
You got no reason to come through my kitchen window.
without permission.
Exactly.
Damn right.
You come around to the front and you knock, and
Yeah.
then we'll let you in.
No climbing through the kitchen
Yeah,
window.
they still climbing through the kitchen window at the fucking with the fracking countryside.
I have no problem with like armed
I do
guards, like a kill zone. I have no problem with it. Just don't step foot in my house. Knock on the front door.
I got no comment to that
Fill
one.
out the form. Hey, that's the way I feel because I look at my country
Listen,
like my house.
if it was up to me, okay, and I'm one of those red-blooded Americans that believe in war. I'm one of those red-blooded Americans that could actually possibly be a warmonger. But let's be honest, it does solve differences.
Well, I
Violence?
mean, it probably generates more technological drive.
Tech nines.
Yeah, Tech Nines. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of Tech Nines that come out of it.
But you know what I'm saying? Technological advances more than anything else. War does, but really, I mean, there are a whole lot of other peaceful options. Like I said, the whole free trade thing, the whole NAFTA thing, they could do that.
It looks like we got our first caller, and I think I know who this is going to be. Hold on, let's see who it is. Hey, this is Talk Shit. You are live.
Good morning, Talk Shit. How are you? It's JB.
Good morning, JB. How are you, sir?
Well, you guys are talking about the border, huh?
Yeah. We wanna start a war.
We want want to start a war?
We want to. We really do.
Lou wants to start a war.
I do. I'm the only warmonger in the group.
I just don't want anybody coming in my window.
Yeah, Joe's worried about people coming in his kitchen window.
Well, here's something about the border that's kind of, that kind of gets me. So we have a Marine locked up in Mexico, and they're holding him like he's some murderer or something like that.
Really?
Meanwhile, while they're holding him and not letting him go, and our president does nothing about it.
Which doesn't surprise me.
Are coming across the border, and we're putting them up, paying Americans $7,400 a month to house them and feed them, and our president does nothing.
That's crazy.
So, closing the borders, it needs to happen. I mean, Mexico, they have their borders tight. Why aren't we? They just let them out. They don't let them in.
No, I know. My solution would be, and honestly, I mean, obviously, that's why I'm not the president and I'm not in office, but my solution would be to invade Mexico, take over the government, destroy the cartels, and we got all that vacation land.
We have developed an
all President Obama has to do is cut all money going to Mexico. And
you got to see Paulie's face when I said that. JP, if you see Paulie's face when I said invade.
Money, and so if you don't give them any money, what happens?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
If you don't want mice in your house, you don't leave food around.
Exactly. Rats, mice,
that's the
same
problem
difference.
in America. We got too much food around.
Yeah, exactly.
Too much food around with too many rats.
What really, I mean, simpler solution is just if they just use NAFTA and help develop up that country, if instead of sending free trade over to China, as they develop an army and a military to fight us, we might as well send it to Mexico. They'll stop jumping the border because they got jobs there. They'll get developed up, and they might actually secure that border for us.
Yeah, right.
But, instead we're going to play games. I mean, really, that probably
I just think it's an outrage. I think it's an outrage that a military hero is locked up in Mexico while we're just giving them room and board here like it's unbelievable. They come in here like Neil Young singing.
Yeah, and now if you're an illegal alien and you're a child, you automatically get residence here. I'm sorry, you know what I mean? Yeah, if you don't belong here, you don't belong here. The border is shut.
Honestly, that's been going on since the dawn of time here in America. Well, if you were born here, I mean, that's why actually Bruce Lee was a citizen, was because his parents were here on tour for a show, and he was born here, so he was an American citizen.
This isn't about being born here. That's being if you're under 18.
Well, there's so many of them coming over that they're being born here, and then they automatically become U.S. citizens with full rights.
They're spitting them out like 6 at a time. What do you think, JP? With 30 of them in each household, 6 at a time, you got to figure, man, it won't be long before they take over us, so I think we should move first.
Oh, man, that's what they said about blacks.
Well, the two largest growing populations in the world are from South America and the Islamic.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a problem. I mean, South America is okay, but guess who's training? Guess who's training in South America?
The Islamics.
All the Islamics are coming in.
The Islamics, Joe says.
Well, that's a great. I got to tell you, that's a great topic you're talking about. I guess it's a lot of people have
it's on everybody's
on
mind.
that.
Absolutely.
So I will digress and let you guys go to another topic, because there may be people that don't really want to hear that. But
yeah, well, we don't give a shit.
Well, no, you do.
It's a problem, man.
Talk shit.
Talk about it.
Yeah, well, we want to talk shit about it. So, but I mean, that's the thing.
Side. Lou wants to invade. I figure there's an economic solution, just like we've conquered half the rest of the planet was with economics.
Now you're making me sound bad over here. Now
it sounds you can just fix it with economics. They still get their cheap labor, and we still get them.
It sounds good when I say it. It sounds really bad when you say it. I want to invade. When you say I want to invade, it sounds bad.
I mean, honestly, I don't like war, but I do like war in America, because sooner or later it's going to happen here.
Yeah,
There's no doubt about it.
Whether
it's going to be from some other country coming in here, or other countries' fighters, like Islamic fighters that are already coming in droves, or it's going to be militias, looking to do things that people don't really want to know about.
So JB, in short,
especially Obama.
What's your solution for the border? In short.
Yeah, what do you think?
If you had control, what's your solution for our border with Mexico?
That's a big question.
All right, guys, I'll let you go back.
Duck it out on that one. All right, brother. Hey, appreciate the call, JB. We'll talk to you later, all right?
That's awesome. He's like, all right, guys.
He ducked out on that one. He didn't want to answer that one.
Nobody wants to answer it.
No, I know. Thanks for the call, JB. We appreciate it every morning. Talking to our resident insider, JB, and we encourage the phone calls. And you don't like what we're saying? Cool, bring it on. Let's talk some shit about it. We have no problem going into a debate. All in good fun, though. All in good fun. We're just here to enjoy ourselves.
I think I agree with both of you. The warmonger part. Hold the border line. It's our line.
I wouldn't say
until we get some kind of economic.
Because I don't believe in killing innocent children and all of that kind of stuff. These bombings that are going on in Gaza and all of that. Yes, exactly.
I mean, that's why half these freaking Islamics hate us. You know what I mean? It's because when you drop a bomb, you're not just killing the guy you're aiming for. You're killing the women and children all around, and that tends to generate even more hate. You know what I'm saying? We need.
You'd be pissed off. No
matter what. We hadn't strangled them into all those nations into OPEC anyways. Like we couldn't strangle them into a more economically sound, more peaceful solution of getting our way, like we have so many other times in so many other countries.
But I thought we were broke, but we had military force.
We are not broke.
I know we got the gold hidden.
There's no gold.
Well, we
spent that already.
Yeah, the gold's going. I mean, a lot of people.
We are not broke. We just keep printing money as we need
a lot of people still think we're on the gold standard. Like your money is backed by gold and silver. It's
my wife's wearing it around her neck.
If you're to look at your dollar bill and it doesn't have a little stamp on it that says silver certificate, it's worthless. It's just printed paper. Really, we're no longer backed by the gold system.
That's it. Yeah.
It's basically built on like a credit system, global credit system anymore. That's what so many economies all around the world.
We were talking about Paulie and I did a show not so long ago, last month, about that whole situation. How where they want the government and the other world leaders want to go to a global
currency.
Global currency.
You're talking about the bitcoins?
Bitcoin is like a spin-off. I don't know.
Well, Bitcoin is
invest
something
too much in Bitcoin.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean. Bitcoins is going down. If you have a lot of money in Bitcoins, and JB will tell you, that's what he does. Yeah. He keeps track of all that stuff. If you've got money in Bitcoins, get out now while you can.
Yeah, because Bitcoin's really just going to, I'm telling you right now, just going to be a flash in the pan fad. It's not going to last. But yeah, they're talking about an actual legitimate global currency where the U.S. dollar is no longer the main dollar used around the world.
I mean, what are they going to use? Sand? Or are you just talking about paper, like a paper currency?
Well, that's all we have now.
What, sand? Yeah, we might as well use sand.
That's what people don't get in their heads, is that piece of paper that's all wrapped up in your pocket. That's all that is, a piece of paper.
Hey, the only problem is, we go to sand.
Whatever we want.
We go to sand. All them guys over there in the desert, we're screwed. They're rich.
No, they're rich.
We're done. I'm moving to the Sahara Desert then.
The real money.
Going to Yuma.
Right?
Going to Yuma. There's plenty of sand out there.
Well, if you think about it, we're already just printing money as it is. And other countries have to keep stockpiles of our money in order to buy food and oil and all that stuff.
You know how you got Control P, and it goes to the printer? The president has Control P as needed.
Yeah.
So as we need money, he gets Control P and he prints out $100 billion and he's good to go.
Well,
goes and buys another country. And
the Federal Reserve is not owned by the Fed.
So
it's actually a private bank company, and they're the ones who came up with the global credit system instead of backing it with the gold and silver.
You send them enough guns and money, they'll roll over.
You just adjust the credit rating and make yourself more money. That's all it is. We're basically living off the interest of other people's deposits, basically. Other countries' deposits and our own.
Do you guys know about your birth certificate?
About the bond?
That's all it is just a bond paper. So our country can get money for you. Just how they do the census.
Yeah,
that's how they calculate how much you're worth. You're worth dollars to our country.
You want to hear something funny?
If you were when you were born, if your parents said, "Nah, kiss my ass," not doing a birth certificate, they'd get in a lot of trouble because now the feds lose all that money for you, and that's part of being a sovereign citizenship. You learn all of that stuff.
I had to go to the Social Security office with my grandmother.
Mm-hmm. That's fun.
They tried to deport her.
What?
To Hawaii.
That would be fun.
Because she was born in Hawaii before it was a state. So we were literally stuck in Social Security for like 2-3 hours by their screens blinking red.
Looks like we got another caller coming in.
Uh-oh.
Let's see who this is. Hey, you're live on Talk Shit.
I had to interject again. You guys are talking about money now. First of all, America is like a big dilution machine. When you talk about printing money, there's no value to that dollar. It's paper.
Yeah.
It burns.
Yeah.
It's worthless. And at the end of the day right now, the stock market, as everybody sees it going up, the only reason that's happening is because the Fed is pumping money into the economy. As soon as they stop, interest rates are going to go up.
Yep.
Gold is
Inflation.
going to go up, and the stock market's going to tank huge.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's what's happening.
We'll be right back where we were.
Well, you know what? Something that goes up fast goes down fast, too. That's gravity.
It goes down faster, exactly.
Well, they're just
So we need like Niagara.
So, at the end of the day, America is like it's like a toilet bowl that's flushing right now.
Yeah.
The only thing that's keeping it from going is, just like you said, other people's money, OPM.
Yep, absolutely.
If we didn't have OPM, we wouldn't have anything.
We would not be one of the greatest nations in the world, that's for sure, which, that's still questionable, too.
Yep, without a doubt. And, Obama, I hate to say it, this administration just keeps throwing away money like it's going out of style. And sooner or later, when this shit hits the fan, and we're not talking shit, we're talking reality here.
Absolutely.
When it hits the fan, there's going to be a lot of people hurting in this country. A lot of people.
I totally agree with you, man, because what's going to happen is we don't have to worry. At that point, we're not going to have to worry about outside invaders. You're going to have to worry about the people that already live here that are broke, hungry, and are pissed off.
Hungry does it.
Those people that you just mentioned, the broke and the hungry, they're the ones who are going to feel it first, because right now, if you just look at gas, since Obama took over, it's doubled.
Yeah.
Okay, and the media doesn't ever say anything about that.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Not only that, look at the food prices that everybody's paying. They go up.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
I mean, it's like wildfire.
Oh, I know.
And who's hurting? It's the people who need food, who need gas, the average person who has a good job and is out there, they do what they got to do. But at the end of the day, it's the poor folks that are going to pay because that's when it hurts. So,
by far.
Oh yeah, that's where they'll start feeling it. But when we'll see the outrage in America is when they finally finish crippling the middle class.
Oh yeah, wait till like FBL starts cutting people's electric in the hoods because they can't pay anymore.
Yep.
And
that's when the fighting and the riots.
Screaming bloody murder and rioting in the streets.
Absolutely. But you know what? And unfortunately, even though this is the greatest nation on earth and the most powerful country in the world and blah, 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 sometimes civil war straightens a lot of messes out.
The Romans thought they were too powerful to fall, and so do most Americans. They go, not this country.
We're too proud.
Here.
We have too much pride. And we're like, we'll never go down. We're the richest country, the most powerful country in the world. But it's that attitude. Exactly. It's that attitude that when the chair comes out from underneath you, that's when you hit the ground the hardest.
And the one thing that people don't most people don't understand, militias are growing by leaps and bounds.
Oh, yes, they are.
The memberships throughout this country are growing. I mean, you saw that at the ranch.
Yeah.
And the government backed off because they know this is for real. They didn't want this in the headlines.
No.
Oh, no.
They didn't want another Waco.
Yeah, well,
exactly.
They're pushing their luck with it anyways.
There's no doubt.
Oh, it's going to happen, for sure. For sure. There's too many people out there, like you said. Yep.
You have to look at what's going on and how, the head of the CIA is a Muslim, okay?
Yep.
I mean, he's a Muslim convert.
Mm-hmm.
You have Hagel, who's a Muslim.
And a lot of people don't know this, JB. A lot of people don't know this. So you are opening so many people's eyes right now to realize, to hopefully they realize what's going on.
Well, and then you think about this. Why isn't, and this really bothers me also, why isn't the president of this country talking about or doing something about the slaughter of Christians throughout the world daily?
Yep.
Daily. They're slaughtering people of religion daily. Nobody cares.
No.
I mean, it's totally... And who's doing the slaughtering? Islam. The friendly, peaceful religion.
Right.
So
they're killing over religion. and it's pathetic.
Well, to me, I think Islam was a religion. Now it's a cult.
Yeah.
Because the people that took it over and hijacked Islam are not really religious. They're cutting people's heads off, stoning women, okay? They're against gays. They're against anything that's not a believer. Mm-hmm. And there's no war on Islam right now.
Nah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Even asking Israel to back down is a joke.
Well, yeah, that I agree with. I think after all the shit that's gone on over there, they need to keep
Yeah, but simple fact
going.
of the matter is, if Israel keeps pushing, the rest of the Arab nations are going to wind up going against Israel. Israel can't handle them all by themselves, and who do you think that's going to call right back into the Middle East full blown? And that's why they
think
actually
America
backed
should have been
off.
outraged when Obama had the hot mic and he leaned over to whatever his name is from Russia and said, when I get reelected, I'm going to have more flexibility.
Yeah.
And you know what the Russians did? They were like, yeah, sure, okay.
Uh-huh.
And look what happened.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. It's falling apart over there now.
Well, that's because when you show weakness, other people are going to show strength, and we don't have any strength in this country anymore. We backed off.
Yeah. We have military strength, but we don't have the unified citizenship that we used to. We don't have the people behind each other anymore. Everybody's for themselves.
One thing I do like about the militias.
Oh, that's what they created. That's what they wanted. You know, this is a class warfare. This is him against me. This is he has more than I.
Yeah.
And that's why there's, you know, Obama targets certain groups for giving them and then telling them, listen, you know, these people are anti-gay. Mm-hmm. These people are anti-Muslim. These people are anti-transsexual. These people, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, when all the shit hits the fan, and it will, all of the people that supported this kind of nonsense are going to get hurt. I mean, if you remember that lady, Peggy Joseph, she was the one who, when Obama was getting elected, she said, I'm never going to have to pay my mortgage again.
Yeah.
I'm never going to have to put
all over the
gas in
news,
my
I remember
car.
that. Yeah.
And now they interviewed her just a couple of months ago, and she said Obama's a big liar. She probably lost her house in foreclosure.
Yeah.
She probably has no car, and she's riding to work on a bicycle. And at the end of the day, that's the people he said he was going to help.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're getting hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, so I hate to be such a Debbie Downer, so to speak, but at the
You
end
know
of
what?
the day,
It's
we're
all
in
about
trouble.
speaking the truth, and that's what the people need to hear, and they need to open their eyes to the truth, you know?
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
So, but...
All right, guys, we'll be listening.
All right, JB, thanks, man. All right, well, that was JB again, and he's right. He's absolutely right, you know? Like I said, when it comes to finances, that's the man right there.
All right.
So, where are we at, Joe?
I think he's wrong about the religion. To say all of a religion is chopping heads off, or
Well, he didn't say that. He said...
it just kind of sounded like that to me.
I don't think that over there aren't Christian, because I think it's Libya actually has a large portion of it which is Christian against the Muslim, and don't think they aren't doing the same thing over there. And honestly, in the Middle East, slaughtering each other over religion has been going on for a couple thousand years now. I mean, really. I mean, that's why Jesus died.
just
That's why all the
Did
Crusades
you ever read
happened.
into the history of the Bible and stuff? The Catholics were some really ruthless people, man. They, torturing, castrating, you know.
The Spanish Inquisition.
I was just going to say, take the words out of my mouth. Look at the Spanish Inquisition. And then all I think about is Mel Brooks. The Inquisition.
Yeah.
What a show. You never seen History of the World? Jesus, you guys are like old. Or young, I should say. I'm old.
They're looking at us like they need a textbook to figure out what we're
Right?
talking
History
about.
of the World? History of the World Part 2. It was one of the greatest comedic movies that Mel Brooks made, along with High Anxiety. I loved High Anxiety. But it was just a spoof on just the history of the world. And the way he went through you know, the biblical times. It was hilarious. He's got this one skit where Moses comes out of the, you know, God speaks to Moses, you know, the Ten Commandments. He comes down with 3 tablets.
Drops one.
The 15! Crunch. Slam. Breaks it on the ground. And he looks up and he goes, 10! 10 commandments! Obey!
Nice.
Yeah, and then he's got the other part where he's parting the water. The water parts, and they go through the water, and he goes, soy vey, you son of a bitch, and he starts cursing because he's got a robber behind him. That's why his hands were up and the water was parting.
Yeah.
All right, I'll stop it.
With every religion, you got your extremists.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, basically. And I mean, there's not.
And when it comes to Catholics,
versions,
they just keep it hidden so good.
Well, actually, right now the Catholics, because of all the crap they pulled all those, through all those centuries, you know what I'm saying? They're actually trying to keep themselves in check a little bit, and don't think they're not wanting to go. Okay, you can fight right back and have another crusade.
Shh, don't do that. Don't
talk about that.
Yeah, shh. We don't want.
I mean, honestly, the Catholics in Ireland haven't stopped fighting. I mean, that shit's still going on.
Yeah, I know.
I think everybody thinks they're doing the right thing. You know?
Oh yes, of course.
Oh, they all do. Sure.
I mean, everybody thinks they're right.
Yeah. I'm looking at Vice News this morning, man. I gotta say, Ukraine. I'm just gonna read some headlines. Russia flexes its military muscle as Ukraine troops flee across the border. Let them run, you idiots. Let them run. And then we got Afghanistan.
They regroup. Let them run. You take them out.
Oh, right. You let them run. You get them about 300-400 yards away. You have a good military sniper sitting on a hill, and pow! It's amazing what a 50 caliber and a well-trained sniper can do.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Don't run.
Yeah, well, when you run, it's easier to hit your ass. I got your back now. Anyway, Afghanistan, thanks to Congress, 1,000 more Afghan interpreters will get U.S. visas this year. So we're bringing more Afghanis over here just to interpret their language. We got Iraq, Kurdish forces.
Well, honestly, I mean, if we could get any Americans to get in there and learn Arabic, we wouldn't need that. That's what a huge problem was when we first started going over there, is that we had no interpreters on the ground. We didn't know what the heck they were saying.
We've got Kurdish forces preparing to counterattack the Islam State. So that's in Iraq. So now, just to give you an idea what's going on over there now, we have Iraq getting ready to invade this one again. We've got Iran probably sitting there with their fingers on the trigger going, who can we get? Where can we drop
As soon
it?
as Iran moves, Iraq's going to hit them. I don't think that's not going to happen. As soon as Iran moves, Iraq's going to hit them.
Iran's got nukes, right?
Yeah, well, supposedly at this time, yes, they do.
Yeah.
Supposedly, yeah. But, I mean, the only thing keeping Iran out of Iraq, period, was the fact that Saddam Hussein had a fairly powerful army sitting there and was willing to fight back. They'd already been to war.
Do you remember when we were kids?
Saddam Hussein, I don't think it was too long.
Wait, was it Iran, Iraq, Iran?
Yeah.
And I put up my middle finger, sorry.
Yeah.
So anyway, Americas, we got unauthorized immigrants paid $100 billion into Social Security over the last decade.
Wow.
Which means basically what we were talking about, a bunch of illegal aliens. They've paid over $100 billion into Social Security, and we're still, kicking them out and so on and so forth. That's a real touchy subject. I don't even want to go back to that one. Let's see what else we got. Politics. The gun right advocates release open carry children's book. Huh?
What?
2 members of a Michigan gun rights advocacy group have written My Parents Open Carry, book for kids to carry handguns in public. Okay.
All right.
Does that have little pop-up pistols you can play with?
Yeah, right. It's a little pop-up
Yeah.
cap gun. I'm not too sure.
The
So we got
pops out the end.
defense and security. We're looking at the French are thinking about arming Europe instead of Russia.
Yeah,
Well,
you would
gee.
hope so.
Well, no, they have been cutting deals a lot with Russia and a lot of the Eastern European nations and stuff like that with military deals, so on and so forth.
That's always nice to know.
Yeah, that's
Now we have them going to go poo-poo on us again.
I heard China and Russia were joining together.
They are.
Well, yeah, that's actually been going on for a long time. China and Russia have had a mutual protection treaty for, 15 years now, maybe 20 years.
Yeah, we talked about that in that one show we
they've had a
did.
mutual protection treaty for a long time.
Yep.
Long time.
And let's not forget that they're both allied with North Korea.
See them protect themselves
Are
from
they?
Ebola.
Yeah.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, they're both allies.
Kim Jong-un and Dennis Rodman going to
Well,
come
that's
get
what
us.
the problem was in the Korean War, is we honestly believed that a lot of the forces we were fighting were Chinese armed with the Russian AK-47.
Yeah.
I mean, because there was just so many of them, and they never stopped coming in waves, no matter how much we napalmed and bombed.
I got a
and
buddy of
everything
mine
else.
who's Vietnamese. His family's Vietnamese, and his mother's grandmother and all of that was over there through it. I've talked to him a few times. He was telling me that it was weird shit going on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on.
Crazy things. Our soldiers were not exactly professionals. But on that note, Europe, we got banks are targeting British Muslim organizations. Well, ever since 9/11.
Banks are targeting.
Well, because these Muslim organizations are over there funding organizations that the international community find
to be terrorist organizations.
Thank you. Yeah. So now they're finally, Europe's finally
seizing those accounts,
taking the money, and hopefully doing something good with it. But I doubt it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I doubt it. Let's see. Crime and drugs. That's always a good one. Crime and drugs. With no monitoring program, Missouri is having... so Missouri's turning into the new pill mill state because there's no monitoring for it. So for all you dirtbag pill heads down here in Florida, move to Missouri.
Well, it sounds like the old RX has targeted another state.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I know they got Florida good. Boy.
Listen, let's talk about that for a sec. We got our military, our military, might as well be our military. You got our police locking people up for simple marijuana charges, things of that nature. But yet you got 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, all the way up carrying around these legal barbiturates, legal opiates, and the freaking doctors are just writing prescriptions like you go to CVS and pick up a pack of Pez candy. I had a buddy of mine that overdosed, and now of course he overdosed. It was his own fault. But if the doctor didn't enable him with the master bottle of Percocets, 1,000 a month, 3,000 a month, whatever he was giving him, he wouldn't have had access to it.
That sounds like an awful lot of Tylenol to begin with Percocets. I don't know why they just didn't upgrade him to the powerful stuff that's on the streets.
I don't know if they were Percocets or Percodans. They were Perca something.
Well, any of those types, you see those big horse pills, that's almost like Tylenol.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people having kidney problems and stuff like that over the amount of
shuts
Tylenol.
Down your livers, shuts down your kidney. Speaking of Tylenol, you can give Tylenol to a dog and make them feel better? Don't ever do it to a cat.
No.
Shuts their liver down. Dead. Mikey, if you're listening, I'm sorry. Look, his cat wasn't feeling good, and he had this big, giant cat. He was huge, man. He wasn't feeling good. And when I was a kid, we used to give the dog Tylenol when the kid wasn't feeling good. I had no idea that if you give Tylenol to a cat, it shuts its liver down. Oh, my God. I got a frantic call the next morning. My buddy screaming. And I felt terrible because I love cats.
Right.
Yeah, it was horrible. Took him to the vet, and the vet was like, no compassion. They're like, well, can we cut his head off and do testing? You want to do what?
Wow.
What? Right? You're going to ask me now? I'm still grieving this, man.
At least tell me you're going to burn them.
Yeah, just don't do it. Don't tell me you're going to do it. Just do it. You know what I mean? Anyway. All right, so where are we at in the news here, guys? Where are we at? Paul, you want to get some...
Well, I don't know. We got Tampa Bay area. I guess big headline was... 5 insurance companies are raising their costs on healthcare insurance, while 3 are only lowering their prices in cooperation with the Low Healthcare Act.
Really?
Yeah. 5 of them are raising their prices.
Lovely.
So they're ignoring the Low Healthcare Act?
Yeah, basically.
So what happens to them? Nothing? They don't
Nothing. What are you going to do?
Well, I can't do anything.
No.
Well, exactly. I mean, we go in there and we get arrested.
Yeah, I'm a terrorist.
Yeah, where you're a terrorist, you'll probably be a militia nut job or something. They'll wrap you all up with a good story and tag you, that's for sure. But really, we're not going to do nothing, and the government isn't going to do anything either, and that's the point they're proving. No, we're not going to follow your law, and what are you going to do about it?
We have your favorite person calling in. I don't know if I'm in the mood for him this morning. Brooksville Bob is on the line here, but I'm just going to let it ring. I don't want to talk to him yet. I know you can hear me, Bob, so screw him for a little while. That ought to piss him off. So how are we doing weather-wise here in Tampa? Is it hot and shitty today?
Yeah, hot and shitty as usual. Nothing on the radar yet as far as looks like storms, but if you're, in this area, sometime today there's going to be a thunderstorm in your area. Yeah. It's going to happen.
Basically, yeah. If you live in Florida, guys, sometime, somewhere, somehow, close to you, down the road, across the street even, it's going to rain.
It's going to rain.
It's going to rain. It's going to be hot.
and
it's going to rain.
It's beautiful right now.
It's gorgeous right now. Here, let me see the cameras outside.
It's not going to last.
Yeah, we got cameras outside the studio. I'm looking at the one mounted on the roof, and it's absolutely gorgeous out.
50% chance of rain.
Oh yeah, it's today. 50% chance of rain. Like I said, it's going to rain anywhere you're at. That's why I didn't.
No, it's actually nice out. It's only 74 degrees out right now.
Later.
Oh yeah, well,
it's going to be hot, muggy.
Yeah, add like 30 degrees to that for later.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Isn't that funny, man? We wake up in the morning, we're in the mid 60s.
Oh yeah, because we got that nice coastal breeze, but that's the same problem with all the rain. Is we're surrounded by water, this state, and every time it gets hotter than hell out there, the humidity builds and we get a thunderstorm.
In the middle of the winter time, when everybody's up north freezing their ass off, I love to call them up, take pictures of me hanging out in the sun at the beach, shit like that. But like, hey, what are you guys doing? Especially my buddy up there. I'll call him up, be like, hey, bro, what are you doing? He'll be sending me pictures of the snow. I send him pictures back of Florida snow.
The water park.
Florida snow is rain. I don't know if you guys realize that. It snows here in Florida all the time. It just does it in the form of rain. But
well, we have had snow. Wasn't it a couple winters back? Like, it was like 7 or 8
I've seen a lot of snow here in Florida.
It's just not as far down as Citrus. They were building snowmen.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of snow here in Florida, but
well,
just not the type.
That's a year-round. It's a year-round delivery.
Yeah.
I mean, Florida, I think, is like the
snow state,
the smuggling capital of the world.
Oh, right. Yo, listen, I know a couple of the cocaine cowboys.
Yeah, well, I mean, how could you not run into one? I mean, if you ever went out into a club or anything in the state of Florida, you most likely ran into somebody who has a line behind who knows there's somebody who's bringing cocaine into this state.
Right. So, check it out, guys. I watch I don't watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of reality TV. I hate true TV. I hate the channels that say that, all their shows are real and you can tell how fake it is. So I don't watch that garbage. But as far as like Discovery Channel and all of that, I love watching those channels. The one thing that my wife has now got me watching.
Having sex.
Huh?
It's the animals having sex.
Oh, yeah, well.
I usually watch Discovery Science. That and History Channel tend to get me wrapped up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we were watching, like I said, I was watching one the other day, and it was pretty neat because there was a monkey and a lion, and they were playing. Babies, they were playing. Well, no, it was a warthog. It was a baby warthog, and I saw a video of it on the internet shortly after.
So Rafiki and Pumbaa
that's the first thing I thought of, man. I just wanted to start singing that song. Well, I forget how it went down, but all of a sudden something spooked the monkey and the warthog. The monkey jumped on the warthog's back, and the warthog hauled ass with the monkey on his back.
Nice.
It was the coolest looking thing I've seen, man. And all I could think of was Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata.
Right?
What a wonderful thing. That's all I thought about was him standing on his back going, dun, 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 dun. All right, I'll stop. Well, I won't be doing stuff like that when we have the cameras in here, you know that. You ain't getting me up to dancing.
Right. It's amazing, though, how they're sitting there working together in the wild.
Oh,
that's just something we draw in our cartoon movies. You know what I mean?
Right. And then I saw another one last night where it was an orangutan or, one of the smaller monkeys.
Yeah, well, an orangutan
and a dingo.
is one of the bigger ones.
Yeah, a dingo playing, a baby dingo. Just, the dogs.
Yeah.
What are they, Australian?
Australian Shepherd.
Just playing.
Dog, yeah,
just playing. Wild monkey, domesticated dingo, just hanging
playing.
out, chilling. Yeah, it was pretty neat. I like shit like that. And then you got, let's see, what else? Michelle's got me into damn America's Got Talent.
I don't watch any of those.
Well, Mel B's hot, dude. That's all I got to say. Every time she stands up and shows her ass, she's hot. Dude.
I just can't get through any of those reality TV type shows.
You don't like those?
I just
America's Got Talent ain't bad, but you got to remember Howard Stern's on it.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what they got with their addiction with reality TV, but
it's certainly not talent.
It's certainly not talent, and it certainly is annoying, and it makes me actually question the intelligence level of our general population. The fact that these shows are so popular, they just not enough drama in their own life.
Yeah, look at True TV, bro. Like I was saying, True TV, and that one towing show. And I'm not going to mention its name because it really sucks. But Limp Dick Towing.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I won't say it for real, but that guy is, I mean, I would just love to take one of the chains off the back of his truck and smack him in the head with it. You know what I mean? He'd probably kick the shit out of me because he's a big dude.
Oh, I don't know if I'd let him get that. I bet you I wouldn't let him get that far. They think it's all that. But
listen, the first thing you learn coming from where I come from is how to run.
Yep.
That's the first thing they teach you.
Let's go back to these America's Got Talent shows and all that. How many foreigners do you see in these American shows?
You just said something the other day. Who was it, Felicia?
It was me.
Was it? He said, they're an American. He said, that's not an American.
Well, you got to figure a lot of people here are here as American citizens with visas and whatnot that are not from here.
I don't like that with the Olympics.
I got Brooksville Bob on the line. Hold on, guys. Yeah, what's that damn... good morning, Bob. Do you want to say good morning to everyone? Yeah, it's too damn early to say good morning to anyone, you son of a bitches. I watch that America's Got Talent shit, and all I got to say is I'm going on next month, and I'm going to win. And screw all you guys. I got more talent in my right toe than you guys got in this whole show.
Oh, Jesus.
Bob.
Did they actually let people like this?
Bob, you don't even have a high school education. I went to high school. Bob, you can't even say high school. I said it just now, damn it. Okay, Bob. Well, we got to go, Bob, all right? Bob?
All right.
He just keeps hanging up on us. All right. We're gonna get rid of Brooksville Bob out of the show because he's starting to piss me off. What else we got? Let's see. Let's go ahead and let's take a 30-second breather and we'll get an advertisement going here.
Talk Shit Radio, the show where we talk shit about everyone and everything, nothing and no one is safe. Covering the latest news in Hernando, Pasco and Citrus Counties. Discussing international headlines, local events and anything the listeners would like us to discuss. Monday through Friday 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Hey, we're back live with Talk Shit. It is Tuesday morning, 7:47 Eastern Standard Time. Weather in Tampa is, weather in Spring Hill is about 75 degrees and 98% humidity, which usually is about that time anyway. So, Paulie, how are we looking over in Macon?
Well, Macon, basically, it's pretty nice this morning. They're probably running about the same as us. They were 63 earlier. They'll probably be about noontime. About the time they hear this, probably 85 degrees. And I believe it was a 4-mile-an-hour southwest wind they'll be having.
Nice. We got no wind out of the northeast. How that works, I'm not sure. But it's coming out of the northeast, but it's zero. So it's that slight little...
Yeah, that's like just movement.
Maybe it's just higher than us.
Yeah, there's a lot higher than me right now, and it sucks. Anyway, phone lines are open, 352-410-2084. Give us a call. I know yesterday we were telling you we were live, but we are live to our audience here. And then once about noontime comes, Eastern Standard Time, we start to get up on these terrestrial radio stations. So let's say, for example, if you're in Tampa, 102.1, you catch us on the radio about 12 noon. Macon, same thing. Wisconsin, you're about an hour back, and then 2 hours back to Boulder, 3 hours to Las Vegas. So just figure from there. We do apologize. But if you want to hear us live, you can go to our Facebook page. And Hayden, what's our Facebook page?
Our Facebook page is Facebook.com/Talk Shit
TV show.
TV.
Yeah, I'll say that again. Facebook.com/Talk Shit TV show. And you leave any comments, and we'd love to hear from you. Some of these comments we'd like to read on the air of our listeners, and
just remember to interject with frack or anything.
Oh yeah. And if you're going to get on the radio and you're going to talk to us and comment with us, you drop the F-bomb, I'll drop the call, and then I'll ban you. You won't be able to call us up or anything. So, even though it is internet radio, we do have the FCC to worry about on these terrestrial radio stations. So, Joseph, where are we at?
Spring Hill, Florida.
Okay. We're in Spring Hill, Florida. We got a wise ass here.
Yeah. So, looking at Lancaster,
Mm-hmm.
and they've got 318 refugees moved in this first 6 months of this year. I didn't know that there was FEMA camps in America. Like my job was to look at the news in Lancaster, and I got stuck here.
Yeah, he didn't make it any further.
They're bringing
he saw refugees, and that was it. That was as far as he went.
300. What is that? That's 50 a month. They're bringing in 50 a month from Burma, Cuba, Somalia, Bhutan. I don't even know where these places are. I mean, I know where Cuba is, but
isn't that place just down south there?
Yeah.
Burma is over by what would be like the general Vietnam area. Is Burma.
Like a Burmese
used
python.
to be Burma, yeah, like Burmese python. Where else did you say it was from?
That store. Somalia.
Somalia is a country in Africa.
That's what it's
Black
on
Hawk
chicken.
Down, you might remember that movie.
Paul, did you just clip your mic off?
No, my mic's on.
I can hear him.
I thought I lost you there for a second.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, but and like I said, Somalia is a country in Africa.
Bhutan, Bhutan.
Yeah,
Bhutan. That also sounds like
that sounds Italian.
South China, South Asian Peninsula area.
Okay, but my point is I didn't know we were importing people. I mean, I knew they were hopping the fence, but I didn't know we were importing people.
You mean
To put in the camps. Like I didn't.
And for what?
Yeah.
Well, actually, they're importing people, and I think the camps are probably meant for the rest of us
They're
old
making
American
Terminators out
holdouts.
of them.
And they're bringing in new Americans that just generally follow the rules obediently. You
They're
know,
bringing them in, and actually, you didn't know, but the
these are all going to be American
real.
citizens if they came in legal.
Yeah.
If they came in through the front door, they've been probably most of them have been given U.S. visas.
Yeah, they backdoored us as usual.
Yep.
They are now probably American citizens.
Probably making more money than we do.
Is there like a bus?
Yeah, they got a bus that says, all illegal immigrants get on here.
Yeah, come to a FEMA camp. They take a cruise ship over here. What is going on?
You buy a ticket, yeah. I'm gonna go to the travel agency and get me some tickets to the FEMA camp.
Like I said, I think the FEMA camps are for us, not for them.
People like us, anyway.
Yeah, well, I even heard they're rounding up homeless already, like in North Carolina and a couple other states, and putting them in these FEMA camps.
It's time for people to wake up.
Oh, man. What time is it?
8 o'clock.
Oh, hey.
As far as the
Moving
prepping
right
and the
along.
economy falling everywhere, I think chickens. I got chickens at my house. I got no food at all at my house. But every morning I can go outside and grab some eggs.
Oh, yeah, well, you got eggs, you got...
Is that annoying?
Yeah, it's just a little annoying.
Yeah.
I see you looking at me like, dude, I'm going to shove that button in your ass. Here's one for you. This is the people of America following the government. Nothing but sheep. All right, I'll stop. I'm just having fun with my sound effects, okay, people?
Well, it's
Hayden, you talk too much.
Heading that way.
Oh, Jesus, guys. So, I had an idea yesterday, and I want to play a little game, but I didn't pull it up because I wasn't sure how you guys felt about it, all right? Now, I know everybody remembers Mad Libs when you were a kid.
Oh, yeah, I was just talking about those the other day, if they even made those anymore.
Well, they're online, and you can find them every once in a while. So I found one online, and I'm going to print it up. We're gonna play Mad Libs tomorrow. So that ought to be funny as hell.
Oh,
Funny as hell. Yeah. I was thinking about maybe playing some Pictionary, but visually on the radio, I'm not sure how that's going to work.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, we got the descriptive narrative of what's going on.
Yeah, right. We're going to take a little break. We're going to play some couple Van Halen songs here, and actually, you know what? We're going to go ahead and we're going to shoot up some more Clinch Fist from yesterday, and then I got a quick commercial I'm going to play for you. We're going to get some songs playing. We're going to take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Solave is the world's first social commerce network that connects you to real savings on everyday products and services like mobile service, shopping, and more. Connect your friends and save more. Save $5 per month off your phone bill for every person who connects and becomes a member because of you. Keep sharing Solave with your friends and you can earn free mobile service and monthly income. Introducing mobile service the way you want it. Unlimited voice, text, and data on a leading nationwide 4G network starts at $39 per month, with other great rate plans to meet every need. And with Solave, there are no contracts, overages, or credit checks. The great deals don't stop with mobile service. Get exciting cashback deals from the top national retailers and local stores where you already shop. Go to www.solave.com/whatisolave to take advantage of these great deals.
You're listening to Talk Shit Radio live. We got a little of our local band catching us for a song called Confession.
Talk Shit Radio, and we're going to teach you a lot of cool stuff. Tune in and see.
Yeah, baby! Yeah.
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Oh. Will I make you horny?
You're back live with Talk Shit Radio. How's everybody doing this morning? It has been so far pretty fun. We've got an hour of your show all done for you, and we're just moving right along. You guys with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm here with you.
So, what are we going to move on to here? Aren't we going to try and touch on all the different cities for the radio station around noontime's weather?
Yeah, I want to.
We're going to try and work on that.
I got an article I'm reading here, though. The World Bank pledged $200 million in emergency funding to help Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone contain the spread of Ebola virus that has killed hundreds of people in West Africa. And it is definitely threatening to spread farther out. It's starting to go worldwide because of all the, like you guys said, transportation that's going out.
That's the biggest spreader right there.
Yeah, exactly. We're a global community at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the internet,
airline travel is your
instant
biggest
information, and then you got airline travels, which are getting faster and faster every day.
Biggest way to get yourself sick. You want to go get yourself a deadly virus? Go get on an airplane.
Their number of reported cases is now 1,603 with 887 deaths throughout the week.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely getting worse. And it's something I think we need to pay attention to out there. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Plus, we got that flu here that's, causing people to die.
Again, I say, folks, time to wake up.
Yeah, it's that time of the morning.
Yeah. Time to wake up in life.
What flu? You talking about the Vibrio?
No, the Ebola.
Oh, yeah, I just mentioned that new flu that's coming around that's killing people no matter what.
God. I got to do a morning stretch. Keep it up, guys.
The Vibrio is actually from the water. It's a flesh-eating parasite type disease.
Yeah, I've been looking into it. I'm actually trying to get this guy to
it's supposed to be in a bunch of our fresh water and
you see this?
Yeah, it's supposed to be in a bunch of our freshwater lakes and ponds and stuff like that. They're telling people to stay out of the fresh water.
No. It's the salt water.
It's the salt water?
That's Gulf. That's what part of the name means.
The Gulf? See, I was under the impression it was all our fresh
water.
Oh,
what are you talking about? That
the flesh-eating bacteria?
Yeah.
Or
virus. There's something like that in the local lakes going on, too, that I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Some local lakes we have problems with.
Especially, what is out there by Croom? You know what I'm talking about? By 75, the campground that we used to go to.
I'm trying to remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the place, but right across from Croom on I-75, that lake right there, it's got that flesh-eating bacteria in it. It's bad stuff.
Yeah, I heard there's a lot of it going around right now. Yeah. And that's odd.
And it's from these lakes just sitting here stagnant, and with this heat, oh my God, 97 degrees outside just cooks the water. And here it is. We're about 30 miles north of Tampa Bay, Florida. It's 8:03 a.m. on August 5th, and it's already 76 degrees. Now, to a lot of people, that don't sound like much, but when I got up at 4:30 this morning, 5 o'clock this morning, it was 73 degrees. So we've gone up,
exactly.
3 degrees. By the time noontime comes, it's going to be 90 degrees here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Lancaster at 67 degrees. Milwaukee at 60 degrees right now.
Oh, see, you guys are enjoying some...
Denver at 66.
Oh, so that means it's close there in Boulder. And let's see, Las Vegas, we have right now 71. Today's high in Las Vegas is going to be 95. So, and they just got hit with a bunch of rain, didn't they? Flash floods going on out there and stuff.
Out in California.
They're saying it's a monsoon.
Was it?
Monsoon was causing flooding in
the upper mountains. Well, I'm looking right now up by Reno and Quincy and just north of Carson City, Citrus Heights, California. Sacramento's getting hammered. Fairfield's getting hammered. It's up in the mountains, so yeah, it's coming down all the way out Battle Mountain, across Nevada. So they're getting hit out there.
They need that rain. Actually,
they do.
That lake there that feeds all of Vegas and most of those surrounding cities.
Lake Mead,
yeah, Lake Mead.
I just watched something about that too.
It's been drying up pretty bad over the last decade.
What was it? Did you ever watch the show After People?
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty cool. They did a thing about Lake Mead and the Hoover Dam and stuff like that, how in the intake pipes, the cooling intake pipes, they have an invasive mussel that is in the lake, and it clogs up the pipes, and they constantly got to go in there and clean it. And they were saying that after about 1 month, the intake pipes to the generators would be all clogged up. They would all overheat, shut down, and it would just blanket the whole West Coast in darkness. Yeah, which I thought was really cool. Not that you guys be in the dark, but just that if they don't clean those,
it's been drying up. Period. Yeah. It's been because of the drought.
Last time I was out there, and if you look any pictures of it now, there's a stain across the rocks where the water is.
Used to be.
Yeah, and it's probably 30, 40 feet down now. I mean, it's low. I've gone out there
low on water over that way.
When I was driving the tractor trailer, my brother and I, before they changed it to where you cannot drive over the dam. Now you have to drive on that new highway, but when you drive over the dam, you could sit there, and the water used to be right up to the spillway. Like here's the spillway, and then it was like right there, so it only needed maybe 5 or 6 foot, and they would drop the spillway. Now you can drop that spillway arm all the way down, and it won't even trickle in that freaking thing.
Yeah, it won't even fill it.
Yeah. I always wanted to take a skateboard and go down them big pipes.
Bucket list.
Not that I know how to skateboard. I'm a sit-down skateboarder, but that would be so cool.
Deluge.
Yeah. That would be cool as hell.
Okay, I just seen something nasty.
What?
Pretoria, South Africa.
Who?
South Africa.
Okay. South Africa.
They're transporting giraffes.
In that truck?
Yeah, and he hits the bridge. The giraffe's head hits the bridge.
I actually didn't figure that in the overpass.
I just saw, where was that picture? Yeah.
I just seen it on the Weather Channel.
That's what it was. Yes, that's what it was. That's where I seen it. I just saw that too.
Smashing head on low highway bridge in South Africa.
Where's the picture? You got to see the picture. He's driving down the road with these two heads sticking out.
Yeah, but you'd figure he might consider that in his
giraffe
what he
dies.
Expect them to duck.
Yeah, giraffe dies in audio accident. Let's see if I can bring this up. Hold on one second. Let's see if I can play this for you. Let's see.
It's not funny because it is not the giraffe's fault.
It's kind of funny.
Each year, 95% of homeowners will have a
well, we got 12 seconds until this ad is over, so and I'm not endorsing anybody unless they pay me. I'm sorry.
Hey, right.
Speaking of which, you want endorsements?
Transporting giraffes is not an easy challenge by any means. A giraffe recently died after its head struck a highway bridge in South Africa. On Thursday, witnesses saw a truck hauling 2 giraffes on a freeway. Both animals were in the back of an open-air trailer. Onlookers reported seeing the truck pass under the bridge and one of the giraffes hitting its head on the crossing. The vehicle broke down shortly thereafter, and the animals were left stranded in the back. At some point, the affected giraffe was transported to a veterinarian where it was determined the animal passed away. The other giraffe is reportedly uninjured. The Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, or SPCA, spokesperson Rick Allen commented, "We are continuing our investigation with a view to possibly lay criminal charges against those responsible." South African hero.
That's stupid. Whoops, sorry.
It didn't say low bridge.
Yeah, that's what it was. He just, he didn't. There was no low bridge sign, so we figured he'd make it. I mean, when you look at the picture, bro, you see the bridge coming.
In South Africa, maybe they don't have the signs that say, your clearance is such and such feet, and you might not.
Do they have any common sense?
Who knows? They just might have built the bridge there without putting the height over.
One giraffe ducked.
Right?
They're sticking out far.
You got to see it. At least 8 foot out of the top of the damn.
Yeah, I see it.
That's crazy. How did you not know that you were going to get? The one must have said, "Duh." The other one didn't hear it.
And somebody's filming this.
No, the other one looked up to see if someone was flying by.
Oh, yeah, he looked to see what it was ducking for, and whack.
Somebody's filming it, driving, following it.
That's the idiot right there. I would have got in front of the truck and stopped him.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have.
Giraffe dies in highway incident. That's funny. A lion on the loose in Los Angeles. Nice. Gotta love those. Gotta love those.
Oh, they're already getting out of the zoos. They don't even have to wait till after people are gone.
Oh yeah, they're not waiting. Gator discovered outside front door in somebody's house. Cafe for the birds.
That's kind of common here in Florida.
Yeah, you see that all the time. Cute baby turtles explode from nest. And what else do we got? Let me ask you this. Circus animals. You guys ever been to a circus?
When I was younger.
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch and see what they do to the circus animals?
I can only imagine the brutality they used to train them to do the things they do.
When I see the videos of that, I want to punch somebody in the mouth, especially the elephants. What they do to some of the elephants.
Yeah.
And then they wonder why the elephant
like
goes
sticks.
nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a big dog. And when I spank her, like, she does not feel it. It seems like it doesn't matter how hard I hit her, she just jumps on me and wags her tail.
Yeah, I don't believe
So I can't even imagine hitting.
I mean, mine gets a rap on the
elephant.
ass from time to time, and he barely feels it, you know what I'm saying? But he
That's
knows
what I
what
mean.
the deal is. But you're taking...
But you got a well-listened dog, though, bro. You don't even have to smack
Well,
the
yeah,
dog. The only
that's
reason
because
your
of what
dog
the
hasn't
time
been
they're
listening in the
training
last
them
couple of days because he's surrounded by 2 other dogs and one's a puppy.
Yeah,
You know, Harley listens like, I mean, I snap my fingers, put my finger up, and he knows that means sit down and shut up. He don't listen with her around.
Dogs, animals that have been bred for domestication over hundreds and thousands of years at this point. Dogs have been bred for domestication, work with humans.
Well, mine was in feral when I got it.
Yeah, but you're talking about wild animals that have had no
feral.
breeding into.
I think anything could be
anything that's wild is feral.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's actually the word for wild.
I know Handsome's a feral cat.
Then he was born in the wild and grew up in the wild.
Yeah. Well, he didn't grow up in the wild, but he was born in the wild. Yeah.
So apparently my dog was in a puppy mill, and then the guy that bought it was like a cat transporter, big cat, like a lion show kind of thing, and he kept the dog with it. I don't know, but when my dog got to the house, it jumped right on top of the kitchen table, right on top of the kitchen counters. It jumped out my window. It ran right through my privacy fence. It's wooden. I mean, it pushed it over like you get into the shower, pushing the shower curtain out of the way. I mean, feral, and she's big. I don't know how much she weighs. It's a mastiff.
Oh, yeah, big dog.
Yeah. So it was a lot of training.
My buddy had a mastiff. He named it Hooch, like the movie Turner and Hooch. Looked just like him. Act just like him, too.
Yeah.
Ever see that?
She's got scars all over my dog, like, and she drools, just like
horrible.
Turner and Hooch.
Yeah. Horrible.
It is horrible.
Harley, when he goes into a seizure, my dog was having seizures there for a little while. And I'll be honest with you, if there's any dogs, owners out there that have a dog that's going through similar problems and having seizures, I'll tell you right now, stop buying them garbage food, buy them Blue Buffalo, and get them some cannabis-infused doggy treats, and they will never have another seizure again. That I promise.
We had a dingo with seizures.
Yeah.
We had to give it phenobarbital.
Yeah. Yeah,
once a day.
that's a serious drug right there.
Yeah, it is.
A long time. Phenobarbital, man. That's a badass barbiturate, isn't it?
Oh yeah, there's people who have definitely not woken up from journeys with that stuff.
Journeys. He puts it lightly. Journey from phenobarbital. What's the street name for that? Isn't there a street name for it?
Black Betty.
It depends.
Black Beauties? I don't know.
It depends on where you go, actually.
I caught the tail end of the Black Beauties.
I mean, that's just like anything out there. You get any drug, and it'll have a different slang name on the streets depending on what region of America you're in.
I enjoyed the tail end of a Black Beauty.
Depends on how big that tail end is.
Oh, I've enjoyed a couple.
So where are we at, Joseph?
Milwaukee.
We're in Milwaukee right now?
We're in Milwaukee.
Let's see what we can dig
up
up
in Milwaukee. Just wanted to let them know there's
Milwaukee.
fog out there. Be careful.
Yeah, I'm sure they know. Hey, Milwaukee, you guys got fog out there. Well, by the time you get this, it'll be gone. But you had fog out there.
It could be.
You had fog this morning. Let's see what's going on in
Otherwise,
Milwaukee.
it's beautiful, man. 76 degrees.
As soon as I put in MIL, first thing that comes up is Miley Cyrus. Hey, did you guys hear about, speaking of these idiots, did you hear about Justin Timberlake, not Justin Timberlake, but
Bieber.
Justin
Orlando
Barber
Bloom.
and Orlando Bloom. Yeah, I wish he would have bitch slapped them. I really do.
my God.
That would have been great. That would have been great.
I really
want
don't
to see.
care if those two
Listen,
fight.
I'm one of those. I'm one of those
care.
journalists that watch these
Could
guys.
you imagine the slapbox contest that's going to be?
What was that MTV show where the celebrities fought?
Celebrity
Deathmatch.
Deathmatch, yeah. With the
That was
fingers
great,
fought.
man.
Yeah, I used to love
Sylvester
that show.
Stallone
They
was
should
the
do
best.
that.
I'm gonna take you out and gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Bloom and Bieber.
Bloom and Beaver.
I want
Yeah,
to
that
see
would be a good one.
Celebrity
Beaver
Deathmatch.
versus Bloom. Then they just
Yeah.
have a beaver and a flower.
Like I said, I just can only see that being a big slap box fest there.
The two of them going.
I'd rather watch some of the girls around here.
I'd rather watch the female UFC, man.
Yeah,
see, that's
something like that.
That's some crazy
They're
shit.
kind of badass.
That is badass, especially some of them. Man, I wouldn't mess with some of them chicks, man. Kick your
There's
ass.
some girls running around here on the street that you wouldn't want to mess with. Remember Sue back when we were kids?
Sue, oh my God, yeah, she would whip anybody's ass.
Oh man, I remember.
You know, I'm gonna tell you a story about that.
We jumped out at a red light. People were messing with us down the bar, leaving out of Clearwater. She jumps out, handles the driver. By the time the driver must.
By the time anybody else got out of the car,
they all jump back in and lock the doors.
Done.
And I never put a hand on anybody. Sue got to the driver, who was a guy, and next thing she must have hit him so hard she wallowed too good.
She most of the time made it out of the car before we did. Funny story about Sue and I. We're sitting around, we're talking about birthdays and where we're born. Sue goes, "Yeah, my birthday's December 27th." I'm like, "So's mine." 1970. So's mine. Where were you born? Southside Hospital, Long Island. So was I. What time? Come to find out, we were born the same day, same hospital, within minutes of each other. Our parents were in the hospital together. Came down to Florida. So now for the last 20-something years, no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, I stop, I'll call her, I'll go see her at where she works, and wish her happy birthday. Yeah. We're birthday buddies. Awesome. It's pretty cool. Never met her before in my life. We're hanging out. She's in the front seat with Kevin.
Yeah.
She was dating Kevin, yeah.
God, that's a long time ago. Can you imagine, though, we have friends that we've had for 20-plus odd years? Like, I've known Tim McKinnon for close to 27 years now.
That's so weird.
I met him when I was 17.
Well, we met when we were 17, 18.
Yeah, when we were 17, 18.
We're in our 40s now, bro.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little crazy.
It's a long time, brother. Long time. Been through some shit, thick and thin. You've seen me.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen my ups and my downs. I've seen yours, and yeah. We got to do something about that mic.
Yeah,
that thing is sensitive. Yeah.
How many people do you know, though, that can say they have one or two friendships at our age that they've had for 20-plus years, and I've still got people, at least 10, 15, 20 people I can call up and hit up at any time that are actually still friendly with people I've known for 20-plus years.
Yep. You can't. I got one buddy of mine that I grew up with. He's up in New York, and, I don't talk to him as much as I'd like to talk to him. I don't hang out with him as much as I'd like to hang out with him, but, he runs a multi-million-dollar company, so I got to take what I can get. But, yeah, you know what I mean? Other than that, you probably. You're probably the only one that I hang out with on a regular basis from back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I hang out with every one of them, but I could call any one of them and be like, "Hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. You want to hang out, go to the beach, whatever? Yeah, meet you there Sunday." You know what I mean? You can call any one of them, and it's like we hung out yesterday.
That's how my friends are. I could not speak to them for years and then pick right back up.
Yeah, exactly.
Good friends.
So we got a few notices here on the Facebook page. One's from JB. It says, maybe if Americans signed up for Obamacare, this admin would not import people who will. Laugh out loud. It's true. It's true. If more people signed up for Obamacare, we wouldn't need to import people to do so.
I didn't sign up.
I did.
See any sense.
They told me you don't qualify.
Yeah, that's what
really?
I don't qualify.
Which I knew. I don't make enough money.
Yeah, I don't make enough money. I
don't
make
know?
too much money.
Of course they know. Of course they know. They just want you to admit it. Yes, I'm a poor, broke bastard, and I can't afford Obamacare.
It's either you don't have enough money or you got too much money, and then you're going to penalize me for not making enough money to pay you for insurance.
And for the ones that have too much money, you're in for it.
Go ahead and look for
expensive.
me. Go ahead and look for me if you want me that bad over not paying for your insurance.
Exactly. And even if you do find me, come and try and take me.
Yeah, it's not going to be that easy.
No. Did it once, it was easy. It'll never be that easy again.
But they'll take your license. You know what I mean? Then they're going to.
I don't need a driver's license.
Honestly,
according to my sovereignty, I don't need a driver's license.
I've lived in Florida 20-some-odd years.
I want some sovereignty.
You have to study.
You have to learn how to live without a driver's license.
You have to learn.
If you live in Florida, you're going to not have one. You just get used to that.
I'll study and learn. Be free. That sounds good.
Yep. Every American's given right for sovereign citizenship. Believe it or not, if you were born here in America, you are a sovereign citizen. Indians, they're sovereign citizens. The difference that the classification is, the FBI will classify you as a homegrown terrorist because they only know of 2 incidences where they dealt with extremists. That's it. It was the one incident up north where the 2 sovereigns, the father and the son, killed the one guy, the trooper. They had the big shootout. They killed him and his son. And then you have another incident not too long ago. It just happened. Guy claimed sovereignty and just killed a bunch of people.
Well, it's because the cops don't know about it.
They have no idea.
And then they press buttons. They press you.
Yeah,
they press you
have no
so you're
idea.
forced to defend yourself.
And when I went to the Brooksville Indian inaugural, what thing that was, the inaugural Brooksville Indian thing, I spoke to this one, I don't know what you would call him, but he had all this crazy paint on his face, and, he was one of the elders or whatever, and I asked him, I said, yeah, whatever. I said, what's the difference between a sovereign citizen Indian and a sovereign citizen me? And he says, were you born here? I was like, absolutely. Were your parents born here? Absolutely. The only one that wasn't born here is, I think, my great-grandparents. And he says, you're a sovereign citizen. You're a sovereign American citizen. The birth certificate is something that the government came up with to keep track of everything.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder where I fall in with a grandmother in Hawaii before it was a state.
You were born here.
Okay.
You were born in an American...
Yeah, and if your parents were born here, that kind of thing.
Yeah, you're a sovereign. I'm going to put up a link about sovereignty so everybody can read and see what I'm talking about. Listen, I'm not promoting a cult or following or anything like that, but this is things that people ought to know. These are things that you really, really need to know about your government. You take it, read it, listen to the videos, watch the videos, and make your own assessment. That's basically what you can do. You decide from there what kind of life you want to live. You want to let the government continue to run your life, and you want to be, you want to follow everybody else around and be like the sheep. Then, you're more than welcome to go ahead and follow the herd, but I just, I don't know. I just won't do it. Can't do it. Now I lost it. Where'd it go? Oh.
So I'm reading in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
3 sheriff's cars got hit by drunk drivers.
Nice.
Why they had other drunk drivers pulled over.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's funny. So they had a total of 3 drunk drivers pulled over and total hit by 3 other drunk drivers.
Alleged
yeah,
drunk
they probably
drivers,
didn't get the test finished. Because the other drunk
they got interrupted.
It has to happen in Milwaukee. Where do they make most of those beers now?
Yeah, right. Probably right down the block from the place.
That's awesome.
We got, gonna go ahead and give Boulder a weather update for about the time you guys will be listening. It's gonna be about 81 degrees, 30% chance of thunderstorm, with wind blowing at 6 miles per hour northeast.
It must be nice to live in Colorado and be able to walk down the road smoking a joint without being harassed by anybody.
JB just commented again, I didn't sign up either. I don't plan to. I was being sarcastic. Laugh out loud. It's all good, JB. We know what you're talking about. I have no intentions on signing up, even if I had the money anyway. Screw them.
Yeah.
Lock me up for not signing up for Obamacare. That'll be an interesting conversation in prison. Hey, man, what you in for? Yeah, dude, I didn't sign up for Obamacare. Yeah. I'm a bad man.
They probably have an Obamacare wing.
Yeah, the non-Obamacare wing. Yeah,
yeah.
Where they keep the what's the saying?
Well,
the
actually,
snitches and the bitches.
That might be what all those FEMA camps for, to lock us up, all those anti-Obama insurance people. We're not going to take it. They're going to lock us up.
Sign up now or get locked up forever.
I seen the ad by the NAACP. It said that we're 5% of the world's population, America, but we.
But now if you calculated all the potheads, we're 80% of the world's population. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Okay, we as a people are 5% of the world's population, and then we house 25%
of the world's prisoners.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the largest prison population in the world.
That is
25% of the prisoners.
Doesn't Florida have the most inmates locked up too?
I would imagine it's right there in the top 5 or 3.
Weed has
I gotta
to just
Google
get
that.
legal.
I gotta Google that.
Has to get legal.
Keep talking.
The drug war. Well, now they're trying to compare the drug war and the war on terror, and basically say it's the same thing and should be treated as such. I've actually heard officers say that in interviews. But
I haven't met a drug I was terrorized.
I mean, that's awful if you think that, you know, we're only 5% of the world's population, but we house about 25 to 30%, depending on what time of year it is, the world's prison population. I mean, really. I mean, is it... You know, for victimless crimes, that's where I get at. I mean, you're going to send somebody in there for, you know, a dog leash violation, and they're going to come out because of somebody they hung out with in jail. They're going to come out and know how to make, you know, methamphetamine. You know what I'm saying? You just upgraded your average citizen from dog leash guy to drug dealer in about a 6-month period, locked up in the county jail.
Also, they can pay their Obamacare.
Yeah, or something something like that. Well, how could they even imprison or fine somebody for that? I mean, give me a break. I don't want your health care.
According to this, Texas has some of the safest cities, but has a real high conviction rate.
Yeah, Texas is going to be one of those states. Probably Texas, Oklahoma.
They don't even say nothing about Florida in this article. They don't even want to mention this place. Yeah, they're like, nah.
Yeah, they don't want to touch on Florida.
Nah.
Okay. So FEMA camps are like concentration camps here?
Well, that's basically what they look like. Yeah, that's the pictures. Some pictures that actually get leaked out that you see and the descriptions you hear about them. Yeah,
so we're like a new Holocaust or something? Like,
well, it's speculation. It's all speculation.
Well, at this point,
the FEMA camps,
yeah, everybody's saying it's speculation, but I've actually heard from actual people that, hey, there's one out by me. You know, the federal government or the military won't let people out here. They won't let people drive by. There might actually even be one right out here in the around Arapika area.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah, because for some reason the military was out there when some of my cousins actually were trying to go after the rock mines, and basically the military, not local police. I mean, we've been run out of there by the cops before when we were kids, but the military, you know, was there, Humvees, stuff like that, told them they weren't allowed out there anymore, yada, yada, yada.
I said yesterday.
I wonder what's going on out there that, you know, I've been run off by the cops before, but never by the military. Soldiers and Humvees.
Go out there fishing, you know?
Yeah, like I was saying yesterday, a buddy of mine off of, 490 up in Inverness got stopped by UN troops, United Nations.
On where?
Up off of 491 in Citrus County.
Oh, yeah.
Just over the Hernando County line.
There's a lot of backcountry
when you're up on 491, you go around that bend, and then you know how you get to that turn, and then just past that,
just head to the Crystal River,
Yes, somewhere in that area there. So we're going to have to go out there and check that out.
Yeah.
Bring the camera with the big lens.
Yeah, we're going to wind up in trouble.
That's okay.
I want to go. Yesterday I was sketching.
Listen, I'm a registered journalist, so they can only do so much to me. And if they're going to take anybody, make sure they take me so you guys can make noise.
Well,
because then you just go to the United States Press Agency and tell them I've been taken captive by UN troops in the United States.
Oh, yeah, that would definitely.
That would cause quite a stir.
And they had no lube.
And they had, they dry. I got dry fracked.
The lubeless UN.
The lubeless UN, yeah. They frack you dry.
Yeah.
I officially seen no lube.
All right, we're just going to take a quick plug here. We'll be right back.
Talk Shit Radio, the show where we talk shit about everyone and everything. Nothing and no one is safe. Covering the latest news in Hernando, Pasco and Citrus Counties. Discussing international headlines, local events and anything the listeners would like us to discuss. Monday through Friday 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Not a lot going on in Colorado.
No, I know. But that's because everybody's too high. Yeah. Everybody's stoned. We're back live, talk shit. So, we're lacking one thing in the show, and that's our call-in guests. Where are you people?
And girls.
And strippers.
Yeah. Call what you want to.
Yeah, girls, strippers, whatever.
All the delusions of grandeur.
Yeah, I'm not Bubba the Love Sponge yet. I'll have to eat quite a bit more.
Yeah.
I'm almost there.
You need a few more cheeseburgers.
I'm almost there, man. I got a hell of a gut going on with me, man. I need to get back working out. Which, speaking of which, I've got a challenge for you guys. All right, I have this rubber band machine in my room that I guarantee, okay, for 3 days you guys cannot do it. For 3 days, you will not be able to do it because after the first day you're done. The next day you won't be able to freaking move. It is crazy.
Well, yeah, it's because if you haven't worked out in a while, all those muscles are going to be sore. You're supposed to take one day to let them rest, heal, and then go back and work out again.
When I do it, I can't even. I ripped the freaking towel rack out of the bathroom wall from trying to sit on the toilet because your legs are so weak and so sore, man. You hold on to something, it's just like rip right out of the wall.
Where do you use it? How does it work?
It's just what do you call it? What is it? The positive something resistance or something like that, or negative resistance or whatever.
Yeah, it's resistance training.
Resistance training.
It's rubber bands.
It's badass, dude.
Instead of free weights, you got rubber bands.
Not just
you're pulling
one tool.
Oh
like
no,
Bun Master.
There's 3 bands. There's 3 bands on it. When I do butterflies with it, all 3 bands aren't enough. Yeah. But anything else, yeah. Good luck. They got this one set of push-up where you go down and you push up and then you lift your arm with the bands on. Then you go down, you push up, you lift your arm with the bands on. But that's at the end of the workout. So by the time
perfect push-ups,
I got they're out there. Yeah, I like the perfect push-ups. But by the time you get to those push-ups, you're so shot from every other exercise that you can't do those push-ups. You know, it's a 10-minute workout. It usually takes me about 25-30 minutes to do.
Well, you're supposed to work your way up in that kind of stuff. Like I said, give your muscles a day to heal. You're supposed to work your way up, especially when you're our age, Lou. You don't just jump back into it like we were in our 20s and go, okay, I'm going to work out every day.
It's that testosterone thing, bro. Sometimes it just overrides the head, you know what I'm saying? The testosterone kicks in, you get stupid muscles, and you go for it, and then you regret it for 6 months later because you're sore.
Yeah.
Where are we at? Then we have some Boulder, Colorado news, don't we?
Yeah, I got a little bit. I got a guy holding
This guy. Not a couple guys, just one guy.
Just one guy.
One guy.
Holding an airsoft gun on a security guard out there. And he got shot.
I don't care what you deserved what you got, you numb nuts.
An airsoft.
Oh my God! You're gonna pull out a BB gun or pellet gun.
It's not even a BB gun, bro. You know what I mean? They hit you and they bounce off. If I'm gonna shoot somebody, I'm taking out my Daisy, man, with 1,750 feet per second. That son of a bitch is gonna kill you.
Oh man! Come on! You're going to pull a fake gun on anybody. You deserve.
That's like trying to break into a prison with a paintball gun.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Don't break into a prison.
Yeah, don't try to break into a prison.
That's all I'm seeing for the Boulder area.
All right. That guy needs to back off the free weed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
legal weed there. He's running around out there. He's obviously stoned out of his mind. He's going to pull a fake gun.
That would be the first incident of somebody smoking a joint going out and robbing somebody.
Yeah. Blame this on weed.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm just saying there's got to be some sort of reason for that general stupidity, but I can't say that. I just heard about somebody down here pulling a gun on another person who was known not to deal with that kind of stuff. It was actually here, and the guy turned out he had a BB gun pistol that looked like a real gun. And I just had to laugh. I was like, does that guy really realize just how close he probably came to getting killed over pulling a BB gun out on somebody who's known to not only carry but fire a gun? You know what I mean? Are you really that crazy?
I got into a traffic incident, I don't know, 6-8 months ago. And not an accident, but somebody cut me off, and Felicia started screaming out the window and yelling, and so we follow him. Guy pulls out a hand cannon. Turned out to be a BB gun. I looked down at it. I looked up at him. I said, "You're going to shoot me?" He goes, "If you don't get out of here." So I stepped one step closer, and I said, "Shoot me." The minute that gun came up, bro, I would have took it from him and beat him. Yeah. That's, like I said yesterday, my policy on gun control is I'm going to control it. Absolutely. I close that distance.
You just got to close the distance.
That's it. Close that distance. I was less than arms. I was a half an arm reach.
I'm the opposite.
I would not. If I had a gun in my hand, BB gun or not, I'll shoot you in the face.
Well, they'll tell you within, I think it's 20 or 25 feet, a knife is more dangerous than a gun, because within 20 to 25 feet, you can stop somebody from drawing or pulling a gun or raising it or bringing it back down or anything like that. But a knife, you're probably in trouble.
15 feet.
Is it 15?
Unless you got swords like me, then it closes that distance quite a bit.
Plus, people suck with handguns.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, that's because everybody is John Wayne, don't you know? Or they're Tupac, or they're something like that. You know what I mean? They're walking around with it crammed down in their droopy drawers. They practically can't get to it. You know what I mean? They're all fumbling around. They give it away by lifting up their shirt or reaching behind their back. You know what I'm saying? You see it coming just as sure as anything. Or you got Cowboy Joe, who's, you know, got it sitting right there on his hip, and you know as soon as he goes for it.
And you know he's practiced pulling that.
Oh, yeah.
Pulling the trigger.
Cowboy go. He's got that quick
5
draw.
rounds off before you even got your finger on the trigger.
Yeah, that's always the guy that stays around and tells the story.
Yeah,
exactly.
Him and the Duke were hanging out. Yeah, that's real old. You guys don't even know what I'm talking about with that one. There was a song called The Duke. Let's see if I can get it pulled up.
Oh, man, that's an ancient song.
It's old.
You're talking 84.
Da-ha, 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 ha, ha, ha. Let's see if I can't pull it up. That's funny. I can't believe we're thinking about that. The Dookie. No, we don't want to see that.
Yeah, I don't want to see the Duke.
The Duke. Let's see. The Duke full movie. The Duke. Wow, man. The
Yeah,
Duke
I would
last
say,
hurrah.
you're going to bring up something on the Duke. You're talking about.
There is
You're going to have a lot of hits.
Yeah, you're looking for one specific thing.
It's
the Duke song.
And all you
maybe?
typed in is Dookie.
The Duke. Well, no, I typed it in the Dookie on accident, but.
Oh, so you got a lot of hits on Dookie.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of hits on Dookie, man.
Oh, that's actually
You surprised what's up here on Dookie. The Duke song. Not the Duck song. What is this? There it is.
Don't.
All right, let's see. Let's see if this is it.
I don't think there's any cuss words.
All right, ready? Here we go. This is the Duke.
So you think you're bad with your rap? Well, I'll tell ya, Pilgrim, I started the crap. When you were in diapers and wetting the sheets, I was at the Ponderosa rapping to the beat. Da-ha, da-ha, da-ha.
God, it doesn't even say. 1984, bro. 14 years old.
Nobody, I'm a real nice guy.
I remember that because I think I was in a group home when that came out.
I thought you were going to tell me a group. I was going to say, see, you were one of the new boys on the block. You were one of the new kids on the block.
I just looked like it when I was there.
Oh, shit, that's funny. Yeah, we can pull up stuff like that all day long, man. You guys, you won't even know what me and Paulie are talking about. There's so many songs like that from back when we were kids.
Yeah, I had a boombox. I was listening to Fat Boys and LL Cool J.
Everybody that listens to us, that knows that song, they're all looking for it on the radio.
Yeah.
Hey,
Remember that? Yeah.
Remember that shit? That's too much. So, all right, so we're at 8:30 in the morning here, 30 miles north of Tampa, Spring Hill, Florida, is where Kennedy Studios and Talk Shit Radio is broadcasted from. We're at about 78 degrees here in Spring Hill, Florida, and looking at still 98% humidity, but that's only because there's a bunch of dew.
Yeah,
on the weather station.
It's going to be 98% humidity at around noon.
It'll be zero. It'll be zero, and then about 3 o'clock it'll be back all the way up.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
What we did.
Once things really start.
What else we got going on? Let's see what we got going on on Facebook here.
Listen, that Vibrio stuff in the water. 50% mortality.
50. Wow.
50. If you get it, it's half a half. You're gonna die. Flesh eating, and it's so nasty. It's just tearing your skin
horrible.
off. Well, I found out it's got something to do with the oil spill. We didn't have this in the water before. It got into our water somehow.
Then it's a bacteria or something that was in that oil.
Well, it feeds on
the stuff they used to to suck up all the oil. You remember that stuff they put out there?
Yeah. Who knows
all the oil?
where this boat came in to clean that up? But wherever it came with it. And it's eating the tar balls. I guess they didn't clean up all the oil in these things called tar balls.
They used that bacteria, that red shit that they were putting in the water.
Oh, they might have brought the bacteria to eat the oil.
Yes.
And that's what it's doing. It's eating this oil and it's getting stronger and
exactly.
stronger.
They used something. They brought some sort of stuff in. I'm not sure what it was to try and clean up all that oil.
Now they said we can't eat oysters and we can't get in the water. How's that for tourism?
And here it is. It's scallop season.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
I think just yesterday I was saying I want to go scalloping. Yeah, never
you did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you might not want to be eating any shell-type fish or any bottom feeders.
Start my flesh-eating disease from my mouth.
Right.
Great.
So let's see what we got going on here on Facebook. We got Cannabis Network Radio, one of the stations that I do listen to quite a bit. They're getting ready to go on the air. Let's see. One thing that drives me crazy, about some people on Facebook is the things that they post. Now, I mean, I'm guilty as charged. I'm one of those ones that just gets up there and goes on rants, goes on raves, talks a lot of shit. But listen, that's what I do. I talk shit. That's exactly, it's my job. It's the show. We talk shit. And, you know, some people, they'll just like, you know, waking up in the morning, just woke up, going to the bathroom, taking a crap, you know, making breakfast, you know, just like every 5 minutes telling me what they're doing. It's like, I really don't care that you have to take a shit. Go do it.
I think that's either one of the cause or effects of this reality TV
that
Americans seem to have. It's that constantly
think about how much Facebook and social media has changed the way we communicate with people. There's no more social communication.
No, everybody's online,
yeah,
posting something. Hey, what's up? Sending you a little picture or something like that. Yeah, everybody's online, especially now since you can do it with the phone. You know what I mean? It's just instant communication nonstop.
This is what happens to monkeys. What is this? What are they doing to monkeys? They're doing something to the monkeys.
That's like a picture I saw, 2014 tan line. A buddy had sent mine on Facebook, and basically it's got the tan line of two people's hands holding their cell phone over the top of the tan line.
Yeah, they're
sitting there the whole time they were like,
they're texting too much. That's too fucked up. Oh, I just dropped the F-bomb. Sorry about that. What else we got? I got a picture right here. It shows a Wild Wild West. It's got a guy dressed up real nice. He's a private banker, and then the government dressed up with a whip. And he's actually a black man. How ironic. And then it's got a picture of two people holding us on the ground, and the black government man whipping us. So that was provided by Mary Jane Bunker. Well, speaks the truth. Getting beat up by the government every day. Let's see. Joseph just sent me a message. Lewis, it is your turn. Vegas news. Okay, let's see what's going on in Las Vegas news. Let me pull up Las Vegas headlines. What do we got? Headliners? No, I don't need a headliner. You guys need a headliner?
Yeah.
Those are headliners. This is going to tell me nothing about shows. Nothing.
I really, I very rarely get off of, like we were talking about, Discovery Science and History Channel and stuff like that. Very rarely do I leave anything like that. Occasionally I get on the news. Other than that, I catch my news online. But as far as regular TV goes, if it's not Walking Dead, I'm probably not current with it.
He's into that Walking Dead, right, Dan?
Yeah.
I can't watch it. I don't know why.
I like it too.
I don't know what it is about it. I just can't wrap my hands around it.
It's got to be the best show on TV.
I don't think I have any shows like that I watch on a regular basis, to be honest with you. Maybe Dirty Jobs.
Reality TV again.
Yeah.
Like you haven't done half that work yourself at one point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I watch him and I go, oh,
Some of them I wouldn't.
Like I want to watch you bust your rear all day.
I just
like
watched
I haven't done that before.
I just watched one that was pretty cool. They were in the La Vella tar pits. And it's an active geological tar pit in the middle of Los Angeles, California. And they're still, to this day, pulling out skeletons and bones, and the tar to this day is still seeping up through the ground. And it was pretty wicked. It was things that I didn't know about. And for anybody that is heading out to Los Angeles, make sure you go check it out. It's pretty neat. La Vella tar pits. Yeah, no, it's L.A.
Is it L.A.?
Dead Heart Center. Dead center of L.A. Yeah, it's an active geological site, volcano, spitting up just tar. It's wicked. You ever see the movie Volcano?
Right. I'm just picturing this all in my head. Yeah.
Then
I'm thinking about this Vibrio stuff that eats the tar balls in our water.
Yeah, he's thinking, man, I got an answer to the tar pits.
Oil and tar are different.
Yeah, a huge difference.
No, they're saying these are tar balls, what's left in the water.
Well, it's a different...
It's basically gummy oil.
It's
dirty gummy oil. Like when you get gummy oil around your engine, it gets all full of dirt and all that.
That's tar.
Basically what we're dealing with. Dirty gummy oil.
Thick oil balls.
Yeah.
They didn't say that.
So we've got latest Las Vegas and South Vegas news, blah, blah, blah. Some UFC shit going on out there. 2 accused, allegedly, Two accused of agitating a beehive, dozens stung. Okay, so Las Vegas news provided by Fox 5. Clark County Fire Rescue said dozens of people were stung on Monday afternoon, excuse me, in the heart of East Tropicana Avenue and Topaz Street after two men provoked bees by throwing objects. What are they, stupid? What's wrong with people?
What they do?
A swarm of bees was living on this like plant thing, and these idiots, these two jackasses, decided to throw things at it and provoke the bees. Now, I mean,
I did that when I was a kid.
Yeah, but the difference is, Paul, is this thing is hanging in the middle of the street where there's people everywhere.
Oh, no, this was like in the middle of the woods
or
a park somewhere.
Sure,
where,
we used to light them on fire.
Yeah, you know, say throw rocks at them, knock them out of the tree.
Oh, yeah, we used to take our BB guns and shoot at the hive, shit like that. But we were well enough away to where...
Oh, yeah, where once it hit the ground, they got a little angry, you were gone.
Oh, yeah, we were gone before it hit the ground. Who am I kidding? I'm a big pussy when it comes to that. Let's see what else we got in Las Vegas news here. So, storms, flood roads. You guys are getting hammered with some rains, more storms, more flooding up in Northwest Valley, Mount Charleston residents. We got, here we go. Police release description of vehicle that struck and killed two pedestrians. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department on Monday said they were looking for the driver of a black four-door Nissan Sentra. Well, guess what? You're going to be looking a long time because I'm sure there's a lot of black four-door Nissan Sentras.
I don't think I ever seen one that wasn't black.
1-8 in connection with a hit-and-run crash on Friday that claimed the lives of two pedestrians. Well, I feel really bad for them, but good luck. Unless somebody's seen it and knows the
got
people.
a tag number, knows the people. I mean, there's a whole lot of those cars.
Yeah, that shit happens all the time here in Florida. People getting hit, taken off.
Oh, yeah.
Two arrested in an officer-involved shooting. Just another day here in Florida as far as we're concerned.
Yeah, killed a couple more people.
Yeah, West Nile mosquitoes detected in southern Nevada. Now, there's something that we deal with all the time.
Yeah, we've always got to worry about the mosquitoes.
Major mosquito population down here, yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I love how they just come and spray.
Yeah. Malathion.
Spray chemicals at us.
Yeah. I just love that. Usually we all go in the house and close up all the windows and the doors. And
it kills me.
Yeah, if you're not homeless, or riding your bike past them when they turn on the sprayer.
Yeah, turn on the sprayer,
Yep. It kills me.
They don't turn it off.
They really don't, I know.
And even if they did, there's a cloud coming. And they spray everywhere.
Well, I have...
it's like poison fog.
Not that I'm a bad asthmatic, but I have asthma, and it gets bad. They go around spraying. I'm that one guy that's got to go run in and cover his mouth and all of that shit. Yeah, I can't breathe when they do that shit.
Yeah, they go around here in Florida and drive around up and down the roads with trucks spraying, bug spraying. And
Malathion. Look up the chemical composites of malathion. Look what it is. Look where it comes from. Look what the military's used it for.
You really want me to look that up?
No, I'm just saying. To the listeners.
I'd like to know what the military used it for.
Chemical weapons.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Rollover accident sends two to the hospital. We get that going up and down Spring Hill Drive all the time. Easy on them keys because I can hear you, and I'm sure all of our listeners can hear you. Type it away. Just in case you were wondering, for some reason, Joe's
that wasn't popcorn.
Yeah, no, Joe's microphones are real sensitive. Here's one. Here we go. Helicopter hosts hot tub and what? Hoists hot tub. Okay. So apparently a helicopter lifted a hot tub onto the top of a hotel. Yay. This is all the news that you guys... Yeah, this is all the news that you guys got going on. This is... all this news is provided by Fox 5, KVVU TV in Las Vegas, Nevada. Man, if this is all you guys got it nice out there. Either that or you're censoring a lot of news.
One or the other.
Yeah. Right? Man found dead following a standoff.
I just have a hard time seeing Vegas being much different than like any other major tourist attraction city.
Yeah.
like ours. We deal with them here. Everybody thinks Orlando and Miami are these wonderful places. Even here, Tampa, we got with the Busch Gardens.
I guess they don't realize that Hillsborough and Polk and Pinellas got higher murder rates than anywhere in the country.
Yeah, most other places in the country. You know what I mean? It's just like any of those places. You've got your people who live there who are in an everyday struggle and are doing what they got to do.
So we got some strange news. I'm just going to go through the headlines.
Then you got your guys that victimize the tourists.
Yeah, well.
Imagine how many of those are in Vegas, since it's a casino area. How many people are out there with a con and hustles?
You ever see Life Underground or whatever it is, or when they peel back the underground and they go in?
Nice.
Yeah, they showed
peel it back.
Well, digitally, but they showed they showed how in the tunnels in Vegas, how all these homeless people live in the tunnels. And the one guy's going, well, what do you do when the floods come? And they're all like, you pray.
We have air mattresses.
You pray. We ride it out. You pray. I mean, they're living in the storm tunnels and shit like that. You pray. What are you going to do? So here we go. This is some more Las Vegas news. We got strange news. Naked man arrested, charged with spitting blood at deputy. Cops drunk got in police car with officers inside. Axe flies from truck, smashes car windshield. What do they call that? A deadly missile down here, don't they? Yeah, throwing a deadly missile.
Projectile.
Brutally honest cover letter leads to job. I can only imagine what's going on with that. Phoenix doctor arrested with gun at Sky Harbor on administrative leave. Okay, here we go. Here's going. Bunny Ranch owner pitches brothel for Super Bowl in Phoenix.
Aha.
We're going to click on that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind knowing it.
We're going to click on that one. Let's see. We got some audio of it. Let's see what we got here. All right. Plug that in there. Turn that up there. Click that. And play. Here's the audio for the brothel.
Florida is creating some jobs.
Jobs right now, they're coming back up. Governor Scott has done great things.
Yeah, we ain't endorsing Governor Scott.
Yeah, really great things. I haven't seen the homeless rate go down at all around here.
Yeah, he's done great things for himself.
Yeah. Has there been? I haven't seen any construction booms going on. I haven't seen any of those pickup trucks with trailers and mixers and.
I love when they do that. Oh, Governor Rick Scott, he's done great things. And the guy's really saying for his own damn pocket and screwed everybody else. Right,
yes, it's a big event that's taking place here in the Valley. We're talking about the Super Bowl.
And we just decided to have our lead story get people's blood pumping a little bit this morning. It's quite a talker. A Nevada brothel owner is pitching the idea of opening up a brothel here in Phoenix for next year's Super Bowl.
Everybody's looking to make a buck off this, right? Well, Dennis Hoff owns Moonlight Bunny Ranch in Reno, and he's already reached out to Mayor Greg Stanton about his proposal. CBS 5's Carla Navarrete is live. And Carla, apparently he's pitching this as a way to solve a problem.
He definitely is. In his letter to the mayor, he says that this would help put a big dent on illegal sex trafficking. Now, he did provide us with a Skype interview earlier this week, and he said he has real estate folks here in Phoenix looking for something very specific. A vacant hotel that has a bar, a restaurant, and, as he said it, quote, a bunch of rooms. He says his brothel would help curb illegal sex trafficking because the girls that he would hire are tested, they are of age, and the criminal underworld element of illegal prostitution would be eliminated.
Well, there it is, folks. Las Vegas on the frontier of prostitution. Amen. Colorado is on the forefront for cannabis, and Las Vegas is on the forefront for prostitution. Now, there's more to the video, but that was all I needed to hear, man. We can,
Yeah.
Babe, if you're listening, we're going to Vegas. Looks like we got a DJ friend of mine that's on, DJ Venus. If you're out there and you're listening, go ahead and give us a shout out. Phone number is 352-410-2084. She's up there on the Ohio.
Where's Ohio?
Ohio.
Ohio?
Ohio. Yeah, but if you're from Ohio, they say it Ohio.
Weird.
From Ohio.
Yeah, I actually lived there in the Cleveland area for quite a long time.
She's probably going to message me now and be like, shut up, jerk.
Part of Ohio.
I don't know. I'm not sure I want to give that out.
Yeah, probably not going to do
it. Yeah. Because then I know she would get on a plane and come down here and beat me to death. I didn't say where she's from, but it's from... No, I won't say it. What else is new, guys?
You can be vague about it, too. I mean,
I can be vague. Painesville, Ohio, that's very vague.
Where is it?
I'm not repeating it.
Yeah, but, I mean, no, he's a Cleveland area, Columbus area, Cincinnati area.
Well, I look on a map. I'll tell you right now, Painesville.
I mean, those are some pretty big areas in pretty large cities.
It is way up there by Lake Erie and over by New York, it looks like.
Okay, yeah, so it's over by the border with Pennsylvania and all that over there.
Where do
New
people
York,
go to listen to us live in the morning?
www.facebook.com/Talk Shit TV Show. There we put up the live link so you can click on it. And,
so you just go to the one that says August 5th or today's date?
Today's date, yes, absolutely.
Click it, and then you're listening to what we're saying right now.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Yes. We'll explain that again. Joseph just asked, where do our listeners go if they want to listen to us live on the internet? As we're playing, you would go to www.facebook.com/Talk Shit TV Show. And every morning when the show goes off, I put a link up there to our Spreaker account. And it's not Speaker, it's Spreaker. You can listen to the show there. I'll always date it. It'll always say Talk Shit Radio and the date of the show. This way, there's no problems, and you can catch the show and stay up with us. Or you can just go to Spreaker.com and follow us there on Spreaker.
I had another friend. He said he doesn't have a computer.
That sucks for him.
But he has a mobile phone.
There you go.
It works the same. There's like an app.
Oh, right. Yeah, we can listen to it on my phone. You don't need the app either. You can just go to the webpage.
Okay.
I mean, it's nice to have the app, and log in and all of that. But so what else, Joe? Didn't you just sent me a message to mention something?
We're supposed to plug the Village Idiot contest.
Oh, that's right. We want to work on a little bit of a contest here. We want the listeners' help. It's called the Village Idiot. And basically what it is here in Hernando County, we got a lot of village idiots, business owners that go ahead and get themselves locked up and arrested, make it into the news for stupid things. What we're going to do is being that there's 4 of us, we're all going to pick one village idiot, and we're going to vote on it. Who's got the best village idiot? But our votes really are just 1 and 4. It's the listeners' votes that we want.
Should do a poll.
Well, we are. I'm going to put a poll up, and so you can vote on each one. We'll put everything up on the Facebook page so you guys can check out the Village Idiot, and then we'll go ahead and expand on. Once we get some callers to call in from different cities, we'll go ahead and we'll start Village Idiot contests all over the place.
And the number is 352-410-2084.
That is a good plug right there, Joe. That is correct. Let's see what else we got going on in the news here. Any douchebags in the news today?
I'm not even going to respond to that.
Paul says we're in Florida, but there's douchebags in the news all over the place. Let's go see what Bay News 9 has to say. They're always entertaining.
We got some douche news in the military.
Douche news in the military. Let's hear some douche news in the military. Over to you, Hayden, with the douche news in the military report.
Got the Pentagon cutting services and benefits to the low-ranking soldiers.
I got an idea. How about they cut their salary and give them a raise? Give the soldiers a raise, cut their own freaking salaries, because they're the ones that make it possible.
But they said low-ranking.
So what?
Yeah, the ones who fight.
It's the low-ranking ones that die first.
No, okay, I don't mean the guys in the front line. They should be a higher rank, but I mean like the guy that mops the Pentagon.
No, he's the janitor at the Pentagon. He don't wear a uniform. He wears a uniform, I'm sure, but it's just not a military uniform.
That's what I mean by.
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
They cut the enlisted.
Listen, you know what bothers me? All right, is Congress, all of these people. They just keep giving themselves more and more raises, more and more money. What do you need all that money for? How much do they make average per, do you know?
For progress.
$250,000, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, whatever.
It depends on your popularity, all that stuff.
If anybody knows exactly what congressmen make, go ahead and throw that up on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Facebook.com/TalkShitTV.
But even what they're making salary-wise, something like, probably about $300, at least a minimum them $300,000.
One of my favorite directors went and confronted them about their salaries and, you know, hey, why don't you send your children? Why don't you enlist your kids up? And Michael Moore is his name. He is one of my favorite directors. I love everything that he does. He went up to a bunch of congressmen walking around the streets in D.C. saying, Congressman, how about just, you know, we're going to help the military. We're helping recruit people. And he's like, oh, that's a good thing. And I forget which one. I think it was one of the famous ones. And he goes, well, how about signing up, you know, volunteering your children? And he just looked at him like, huh? Oh, I gotta go now, and walked away. Well, you know what? You know, like the song says, war pigs, you know, generals gathered in their masses. Yeah. Yep. Just like witches at black masses. Yep.
Okay.
You know
Dogs of war.
Yeah, buddy.
I think I'm too young. What's a black mass?
You don't know what black mass is, pal?
Well, from pornos, but, like, what are you talking about?
No, I never seen no black mass in a porno. I'm not sure I want to watch that.
Not a black mask.
Yeah, that's a black mask.
Oh.
Yes, not a black mass.
Black
mass is Satanistic.
Yeah, you've heard of mass, Christians having mass.
Okay, this is church.
The flip-flop opposite side of that. It's Satanists having a religious service.
Yeah, and I wouldn't exactly call it a mass. You know, nobody's getting up in the blood of Christ. I mean, it's probably blood.
Yeah,
but it's definitely not from Christ.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when I was a kid, I used to play priest. We used to dress up and hold a mass in my basement. The body
as long as I had the wine.
The body of Christ. Yeah, we used water. I wasn't old enough. We'd steal my mom's bread and take water. And, I guess that's what led me to become ordained. Just worked out good because I became a saint. This happens to be St. Lucifer. Those who know you. I am. Look, sainthood right there.
You see it on the wall.
It's for real.
That's it.
It says, let's see. It says, this hereby declared that Lewis Kennedy has been named saint of the Universal Life Church Monastery. Boy, I'll tell you what, they get the chaplain B.R. Martin who signed this.
But what are you the saint of? Like the saint of talk shit, or the, you know, everybody's like a saint of something. Saint of paratroopers.
Look, I was just as freaking surprised when I got this as you are right now that I've got it. You know what I'm saying?
Insane.
We opened up the package and I looked at it and I went, somebody's going to lose their job.
Sainthood?
And my mother always told me when I was a kid, and I never understood it, I named you after a saint. Just so happens to be St. Lucifer. And now I understand. I understand why. Yeah, I got that 2 years ago. Back in 2011 is when I became ordained. It was a money thing. It was a money thing. Taxes, make money on people's weddings, you know. That kind of thing.
What else can you do?
I can marry people. I can.
That's making money on weddings.
Yeah, I can hold funerals. I can hold my own sermons. I'm not a. I can't. Circumcise. Bad enough they took part of my winky away. I'm not going to contribute to shit than everybody else.
Have a burial.
I can do all that. I wouldn't though.
Funeral for your.
I'd be.
Funeral for your force.
Everybody's crying.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. Oh no, wait, wrong one. Wrong page.
Wrong sermon.
Yeah, wrong sermon. Oh God, we mourn the departed penis foreskin. He would have had a great life. So many dark spots, wet spaces. They cut him down in his prime.
Oh man!
Oh my God!
Yeah, well, you know, see, I could do it.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, may he rest in pieces. Oh man, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna throw up some music. We're gonna take a little break. Let's see, we got some. We got some Van Halen off the Diver Down album. Let's see what we got here. Can anybody hear it?
I hear nothing.
I don't hear nothing.
Well, you're not gonna hear it unless I turn the speakers up. But yeah, it's coming. All right, Diver Down, Van Halen. We'll be back. Talk Shit Radio. Looks like we had a little malfunction going on. I do apologize for the dead air. Not too sure what happened there, folks. But we're back with some Van Halen here. Apologize for the mistake, like I said. But it does happen. And once I can get the music to pull back up. All right, back to Van Halen. And a little Happy Trails next coming up for you. And we'll be right back.
Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and think about sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again.
And you are back live with Talk Shit Radio. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about the dead air there. That was my fault, the way I edited the music there. I forgot to take out that big old dead spot. My apologies, though. I hope you enjoyed listening to a little of Van Halen Dive It Down. I have a few more songs to play for you here before the day is up, but other than that, we're going to go right over to some news here. Some health insurers raised 2015 Florida exchange rates. We got some weather, some showers early morning to follow. This is all local Tampa Bay area news. No charges to be filed on animal cruelty case. That looks interesting. Let's see what we got there. No filed to be charges in manatee animal cruelty case. We have some of the worst cases of animal cruelty here in Florida, and a lot of it is involuntary. A lot of it is people just being compassionate, but they get so overwhelmed. I've watched it so many times. No criminal charges to be filed in an animal cruelty case against County Animal Services Shelter. Against the shelter. Wow. Manatee Sheriff's Office has concluded its investigation and ruled there is not enough evidence to file criminal charges against the Manatee County Animal Services Division. Now, if it wasn't a county division, they would file charges. Yeah. So in February, nearly 200 dogs, along with 100 other animals, including cats, horses, pigs, were found neglected, malnourished at Napier's Log Cabin Home, Log Cabin Horse and Animal Sanctuary in Bradenton. Deputies raided the facility after receiving complaints that authorities say were rarely followed up by animal service employees. Wow. It's sad, but it happens a lot here in Florida. It really does.
It's a matter of people trying to take on more than they could afford to take on.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like we got Big Bertha out there, Tropical Storm Bertha. She's weakening. After strengthening the second hurricane of 2004 Atlantic season, Bertha has been downgraded to a tropical storm. Right now, she's located as of 5 a.m. this morning, 33.4 degrees north, 72.9 degrees west, 65-mile-an-hour winds, moving north-northeast at 22 miles an hour. Pressure is 1,000.5 millibars and 2.96 inch on a barometric pressure. If you know anything about weather, those two numbers I just gave you mean everything. When the barometric pressure is low and the whatever the other one is high, we get a lot of storms. So, in a nutshell, we get a lot of storms anyway. Man arrested in hit and run, didn't have valid driver's license. Well, there again, we got a lot of that down here in Florida. A lot of that.
Well, that's because they suspend your license for anything.
For everything, exactly. I'm sure.
You don't pay a jaywalking ticket and you got your license suspended.
Yeah, there's a couple of us that are.
Mine's been suspended most of my life.
Yeah, so's mine.
And I try so hard, man. I go to work, try to pay them. They add on the late fees.
Yeah.
And you know what's going to happen when you do have the money to pay it all at once? Then they're going to assess you all those points, slap you with a habitual violator charge.
I got the habitual, but I never had any points. They were all non-moving violations.
Really?
Just for not having a license. It's the only ticket I ever had. Was not being able to pay like a.
All right.
Yeah, I've never been.
I don't get that. I don't understand how they can do that. No, I want to know. All right, this Polk County girl, Rebecca Sedgwick, the one that killed herself. Parents are. Family of Polk County girl killed herself after being bullied is heading to court. The Orlando law firm of Morgan & Morgan, which they won't do anything for anybody here in Hernando County, by the way.
I thought they were nationwide.
They are, but they don't help anybody here in Hernando County.
Wow, must be our judges.
I don't know what it is, but they will not do anything. They say, "Oh, we don't do anything in Hernando County." So yeah, it's obviously the influence of the courts here. Listen, I feel really bad about this. I have two daughters. One was a victim of some minor bullying. It wasn't the greatest thing. We had some worrying to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
My oldest daughter was pushed around a little, but not, a victim of bullying. But still, it's a form of bullying. And I feel terrible about this because, like I said, I have the two daughters, and I can't even imagine what it would be like to lose either one of them. But now,
horrific.
A lot of people are going to think that I'm very insensitive about this, and I really don't give a shit. But what do you think suing all of these companies is going to do for you or your daughter? Okay, the only thing it's going to do for you is give you a bunch of money. That bunch of money will not buy back your daughter.
What company
will not buy the happiness. Well, apparently suing the school district, the claims that the school board of Polk County, the CMEX Construction Materials of Florida, and the former classmates.
Okay, what does CMEX have to
CMEX is the plant where she climbed up the tower and jumped off and killed herself.
For not having like a
proper fencing and stuff like that.
Okay, but she trespassed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
School board, because they allowed all of this bullying to go on. I'm sure they weren't aware of it. Or if they were aware of it, they would have done something for it. I don't know all the details. I watched it.
Well, most schools look at the student per teacher capita. I mean, do you really think one teacher per God knows how many students?
30.
Yeah, 30 to 50 students is really going to be able to maintain any kind of.
You can see if somebody's getting
100% control.
Or
how
they're
often
right in front of you in a classroom.
Yeah, but how often does it happen when? I mean, do you really think these kids do it in front of the teacher?
No, of course.
No, they wait until you're walking down the hall somewhere and they're
in a closet.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. They wait until the teacher ain't around. I was bullied when I was a kid. I just happened to get a little bit bigger in my teenage years.
I was bullied my whole life up until I was about 14 years old. But then, like you said, I decided, I had come to a conclusion that no one will ever put their hands on me again. And that's how I feel now.
I think what the problem is not bullying in general. Like if it was just one person bullying another, I think it's the mass bullying.
Yeah.
Because the teachers can't stop it because there's another person bullying her, and then another person goes around the next corner, and that friend's friend. They all want to be part of the clique, so they bully.
Yeah,
I think that's what's
been going on. I mean, I went through it when I was a little kid. I was first getting to school. My family was poor.
We grew up in a different time, Paulie. We really have to think about that. You and I were born around the same time, and I'm about to give up how old we really are, but Paulie and I were born in the early 70s.
Yeah, 1970.
1970, exactly.
That's early.
Things were different, believe me.
That's late 60s.
If you were getting bullied and you came home crying about it, I don't know how your parents were or your parents were, but my father said, "Man up, son, and go kick his ass."
Yeah, you better get down there. I got drugged down to my bully's yard and was forced to call him out and fight him in the front yard. Yeah,
I got a buddy of mine who's on my Facebook. David, if you're listening, I'm going to tell a story about Dougie and you chasing Dougie down the road. I had a buddy of mine who these two guys hated each other. One moved into the neighborhood, the other one hated him. And now David Walters was the gentleman that was chasing Doug Dixon. And I don't know what it was. My brother standing there on the back porch, whatever. David would have taken me apart. No questions asked. Would have taken me apart. And I knew it. But my brother was standing there. Nobody was going to mess with me as long as my brother was there. My brother was 6 foot. Well, no, my brother was 5 something. He's a little taller than I am, but He was a super jock. And he had concrete blocks on the end of his hands instead of fists. So nobody messed with him and his buddies and stuff. So, make a long story short, they were, bullying each other, or David was bullying this guy, Douglas, and here it is 20, 30-something years later, and if you look on their Facebook, they are the best of friends. The best of friends. So we grew up at a different time.
Yeah, after I fought somebody, I became
certainly,
their friend.
Certainly. Now you got a bullier, and you confront them, and you take them to court, and you put them in jail, and you lock them up, and you never have a chance to actually
learn how to
become and deal with it socially. And that's why the kids today are soft. They're soft. They really are.
We also didn't get locked up for fighting.
No. Yeah, now if you're getting bullied, you're the one that goes to jail if you fight back.
Yeah. I always got in trouble, though, for fighting back. I mean, I always wanted, because I was a kid, I wasn't like, I got, swatted in school and all that. And, actually, I did wind up in the group homes and stuff like that. I mean, they locked me up in juvie.
I still have one of my elementary school teachers.
I started fighting back all the time.
I have one of my elementary school teachers that's on our Facebook, and he keeps up with the show. He's actually an author now. I'm going to get him to call in. Right. He writes children's books. So I really think it's interesting. I'm going to get him to call in and talk about it. Is that the
guy about the handgun?
No, different guy. I don't think Mr. Newhouse ever messed with a handgun in his life. But the coolest teacher, I mean, everybody, you ask anybody from my school in that time era, he was the coolest teacher. Now, I won't mention the other teacher's name because he's a big man, and then I might run into him one day, but he used to beat people with a paddle if you were bad.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm sure, with the 2 or 3 times I remember getting the paddle, I am so sure I deserved it. And the one time, and specifically, I know I deserved it, because we were talking on, he was a science teacher, and I know if anybody's listening, you guys know who I'm talking about. We were talking about liquids, scientifically, liquids that could freeze. And the kids are all naming them off, and I was a smartass, and I said, well, what about diarrhea?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was the end of that. I knew I was getting the paddle after that one. Oh, man.
I remember getting the paddle from the teacher. The
person do that now to a student?
Walk me from the classroom to the principal's office, and then the principal. And then they call your parent, and your parent beats you. Then they take you home, and whoever's at work, when they come home, they beat you.
I remember Principal DiMartino come around the corner one day, and I was doing a split, and I'm going, with my hand behind my ass, making pretend I'm farting, and he busted me. I didn't see him. Everybody else in the hallways laughing, and they're standing there all straight, and I'm still going, smack, right on the ass. Turned around, there was Principal DiMartino. I was like, uh-oh.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, right?
To my office.
It wasn't very long after they stopped allowing paddling in schools. Wasn't too long after that before we started having things like the Columbine incident and stuff like that. Wasn't too long after that.
As soon as you teachers out there stopped beating our kids is when society fell apart.
When they weren't allowed to take control. When they're not allowed to take control of the classroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically you took away their one tool of fear to maintain control of the classroom. I mean, honestly.
Listen, this one teacher, man,
I was bad when I was a teenager.
Tools.
And when these teenagers, like, you can't do nothing to me, crack you. Do yourself. I'm going to hell with you.
Right.
You can't do nothing to me. I'll call my mom, and we'll get an attorney, and we're going to sue you.
Well, that's where we're at now. You know what I mean? That's exactly where we're at now. You touch me, I'll sue. You touch me, I'll sue. My answer is sue me for what? You can't draw blood from a stone. Yeah. So that's where we're at with that story. And I mean, listen, like I said, I feel bad. It's tragic. The kids should pay, but listen, the money's not going to help you. The money's not going to bring your family back. The money.
They'll start a no bullying.
Yeah, something like that.
On Facebook.
You know what I mean? That type of money, you can't buy happiness. Now, they say money can't buy happiness. Well, I beg to differ, because if I had a bunch of money and was able to buy anything I want, I'd be happy.
Dime sack.
I'd be happy. You know what I mean? But when it comes to losing my kid,
no, nothing's going to replace it.
Yeah, there's no amount of money that no. So what do you think of this, Paulie? A little bit on the political side. Now, this that judge that's making them rewrite the lines for the Republicans and the Democrats. Did you hear about all of that?
Oh yeah, they're trying to make it so that they're rewriting the district lines.
The district lines, yeah. What do you think about that?
I think it's just another political backdoor dealing, sneaky ass freaking crap that they're pulling, and they're going to get over on the actual voters
just before election.
Just before election.
Florida, of course, You know, Florida's got to screw up the election somehow.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be Florida if we didn't screw it up. We got about a half hour left of our show, folks. Now's your chance to call in if you want to call in and give us a shout out, anything like that.
352-410-2084.
And the Facebook page is
Talk Shit TV Show.
Correct. It's facebook.com/Talk Shit TV Show. We welcome your comments. We promise we will go very easy on you. I know in the past that anybody that's commented on my page, if you said something stupid, I would jump all over you, but that's what I do. Now I have 4 other hosts that are on the page, so you only have to worry about me jumping on you.
We'll take care of it.
And I promise they'll go easy on you. Unless you say and do something stupid on the talk shit wall, and then you're gonna get talk shit. We're gonna be all over you, and we're gonna talk shit about you. I'm not gonna lie to you. You do something and say something stupid. That's what this show is about. That's pretty much what I got from Bay News 9. I just want to click over to one more website. It's local media. It's actually. Listen, it's actually a glorified blog. All right, that's all it is. There's no accreditations. There's no journalistic.
So let's call it a rant.
There's nobody who's a journalist here. Basically, they just printed it up on the internet and so on and so forth. But I mean, they keep up with the local news. So let's see. We got accident with injuries involving an inmate transport van, which was posted yesterday.
I would hate to get in a wreck in one of those things.
Oh, I know.
I know somebody that was.
Just imagine getting thrown around in that thing. All right, looks like the guy, according to the picture, the driver of the transport van rear-ended somebody. So here again, like I said, where this news is coming from, it goes onto this website, and basically he gets his information from the media releases from the sheriff's department.
Oh, yeah.
So, he pretty much has to put up what they tell him to put up, or they won't do that for him anymore. We do not get any media releases from the sheriff's department because it's all bullshit anyway. It's their point of view, which is not really what happened.
I really don't feel like being lied to.
Yeah, well, I mean, basically, folks, when you go to Hernando County Sheriff's website, or any one of those sheriff's websites for that matter, and you look at the media releases, they're telling you the one side of the story, their side of the story that will get them the convictions, okay? But now, if you really want to know what happened, go talk to the victim. Whether it's a person that got arrested or not, they're a victim, especially here in Hernando County, okay? Because the police will brutalize, they will use you, they will do anything they can, okay, to get in your house and cause you all the problems that you could just imagine, all right? They are the most and worst crooked organization that there is. When it comes to here in Hernando County, we have a saying: you come here on vacation, you go here, you leave here on probation, and you
return on violation.
That is correct. Yes, it is statewide, but welcome to Hernando County. So just please, bear in mind this news is it comes from a biased opinion, and it's only off of a glorified blog for somebody who makes money off their blog. That's all it is. Let's see. And there's really not much interesting. Don't mind me, I'm looking out the front. Let's see. We got Feast for Thieves.
I wanted to talk about the girl in Orlando. You asked me to remind you.
We just did already.
Oh.
You're a little late.
We covered that.
Yeah,
armed robber suspect dispatched to the Walmart on Broad Street for an armed robbery. This guy looks like a real jerker. Let's take a look here. We got a Gonzalez. Does anybody know the name? Let's see.
I know a few Gonzalez.
Yeah. Anthony Gonzalez, under arrest for armed robbery.
I know him. I can't believe he did that. It's skinny kid, black hair. Yep, I know it.
Yep. That is Anthony Gonzalez. He is arrested for robbing the Walmart.
I dated his girlfriend when I worked at Perkins in Pasco.
Oh, yeah?
Well, hung out with her.
What an idiot. Placed 31-year-old Artilo Anthony Gonzalez, Aurelio, whatever his freaking name is. Who knows? Did you hear about the Folk Nation dude that got charged with murder?
No, what's that going on?
It's about the Latin Kings?
Cold case. Or Latin Kings. Yeah, Latin King member charged with cold case murder. Yeah.
I was never a fan.
Listen,
I know people who are part of that.
You want to be gangsters? Okay, I know Latin Kings are all over the place, but
so is Folk Nation. They're all nationwide
you're
organizations.
You're a bunch of fake-ass pussies is what you are. That's all you are. You want to meet a gangster? Come here. I'll show you a gangster. Anyway, accident with injuries. I mean, this is all this guy does. He chases around. He's an ambulance chaser. Drives around with a police scanner. And I still like this one. I told that woman I had to HIV.
Yeah, I told her. That's
out
funny. I don't know. Good thing we got guard dogs, though.
Right? Just in case anybody has got some stupid ideas to come over here and come into Kennedy Studios, we can bring the microphone out there and just give you a little idea of the depth of how big the dogs are that guard the studio.
Yeah.
One's very hungry, one's mildly hungry, the other one is always hungry. See, Citrus Spring man faces child pornography. All right, they should castrate him. Pregnant woman severely beaten by boyfriend. Should beat him up when he gets in there. Authorities investigate early morning fire. Man charged. Alex Katowski. Woman and unknown child die after shooting. So this is that big story of the guy whose gun went off accidentally. Apparently he was showing people his gun, and he shot some pregnant chick. Well, she's dead. So let's see. The baby and the mother and the baby are died. According to the statement, around 7:54, baby was delivered by physicians at Bayonet Point Hospital, but was pronounced dead at 8:35. Catherine Hoover succumbed to her injuries at 3:04 a.m. this morning, which this was posted on July 27th. And so they both died. And apparently, the guy was showing somebody this gun, and it went off, and he didn't know it was loaded or whatever the case may be, which is bullshit because it's a damn shotgun. You could see that it's loaded, and you have to chamber the thing. So whatever, dude.
Yeah, you got a hard time. If you know anything about guns, shotgun's basically the simplest gun to use out there. If you don't know it's loaded, there's an issue with that.
Yep, absolutely.
Especially so many of them aren't even pump action. You know what I mean? They're single shot. You ain't got to break open the barrel, put your shells in.
We're gonna move along here. It's enough news. What do we got?
The home brewing.
Oh yeah. I got. This is something that we were just talking about yesterday. I brew my own beer, and which it's actually got to be bottled up today. I went and I bought one of those home brew kits, the Mr. Beer home brew kit, and it's pretty neat. It's a pretty decent gig to pass the time away. And we have.
Have you made any so far? Like, have you drank your own beer?
Oh yeah. I got quite hammered. This will be like my third or fourth batch. I made some real pale ales and some pilsners. Yeah, the pilsners are great. The reds are okay, but the one, I guess you would call it the Guinness style.
Dark style.
Oh, it sucked. Plus, I think I over-sugared them.
Well, the darker beers have a bite to them to begin with, and really the darker beers are generally drank over in Europe, where beer is drank warm because it's so cold over there.
Yep.
We drink the pilsners because they're better cold, and we're usually hot over here.
Yep. I just think I put when you ferment the beer, you put like sugar in it, so the rest of the yeast eats the sugar, makes carbon dioxide, carbonates the beer. Yeah. Well, I think I put like a teaspoon instead of a half a teaspoon, or possibly more, because when you pop the bottle open, half the bottle just foamed up. It was just so carbonated that by the time the foam stopped, half your beer was gone. Then if you went to pour it in your bottle, it would just continue foaming out and out and out and out. So I ended up dumping it all. So, yeah, what are you gonna do? I'm over there grabbing where my mouse isn't.
So is it better tasting?
Me, I'm a craft beer kind of guy. I love Sam Adams, which is mainly craft beers. I love all their winter lagers and their summer pale ales. Yeah, they got 50 different kinds, I think. I love craft beer. So, yeah, I like it. I mean, and I think I spent $100 on the kit. It comes with two things of wort already made. You just boil up the water, you dump the wort in, add some yeast, and you're done.
And how much does it make? Like your batch? How many beers?
5 gallons.
How many cases is that?
I have no idea, but I know I got 5 gallons to drink. I know in 2 weeks we're going to sit here and drink it.
I thought we were bottling it today.
We are going to bottle it, but it's not going to be ready for another 2 weeks. It's got to carbonate.
It sits in the bottle and does
Absolutely. It's got to sit in the bottle for about a week, in my closet still in the darkness and in the controlled temperature, and then it goes in the refrigerator to stop the fermenting. So yeah, we're gonna sit here on air and get drunk.
You gotta get a tap, man. So we just.
Okay, I'm gonna go out and fucking start kegging the shit up. You know, I just dropped the F-bomb again. Man, I'm bad today.
Yeah,
that's 3 on me today. Damn.
Lunch.
Yeah, that's 3 on me today. Nah, I got breakfast yesterday. You guys are on.
Oh, so that gives you free F-bomb
day? Free F-bomb day for me. Oh, sugar and molasses. What else do we have, gentlemen? Got about 22 minutes left.
I'd like to know what the listeners want.
Me too. You know, it would be nice if one of you listeners or somebody would call
we don't get put on air until noon on the radio station. So what we're dealing with is what internet listeners are actually up this early and possibly listening. And most likely, if they are listening, they're more than likely on their way to work or busy to work, busy at work, or on their way home from work.
Just a suggestion, like with the home brewing, we could go to another brewer and have an interview or something, you know, and then play that.
Yeah, we could do that.
There's things that we can do, regardless of the time, and just add it to our show. I'd just like to get some feedback. Really.
Yeah. Well, I think basically we should touch on just about everything. And
I want
everything.
to.
I mean, it's talk shit, really.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Well, my other half just come walking in. What's up, sweetheart? What can I do for you? Let's Silent Mish is here.
Yeah.
Let's get Silent Mish to say hello. Well,
wonderful.
She said hello. You just guys can't hear it because
she's
Silent Mish.
So, did you get the stuff ready for Mike? You gonna prank him?
For who?
Mike the mechanic?
No, I didn't. No.
I wanted to mess with him because he.
Yeah, we were gonna prank call Mike the mechanic yesterday. Yeah.
Instead of promoting the show.
Yeah, well, when he called in yesterday, you know what I mean? We put that audio up. He goes ahead and, like he was saying, plugged everybody. Yeah, go ahead, you scroll to this, and then you'll get me. Listen to the show.
Instead of just saying, listen to the show, I'm on it.
Listen to the show. So we got something special coming up for you there, Mechanic Mike. Don't you worry.
I can't wait.
Yeah, we're gonna get him good. So. Yeah, Rooster saying, "Wake up, everybody!" You're listening to Talk Shit Radio on AM/FM 24/7. We got about 20 minutes left, and we're out of here for the morning, guys. So, what else you got to cover?
I'm not too sure what we really get. I mean, so many topics on the cover.
I know we went all over the page today.
Yeah, we kind of all
over. Did we cover everything that we decided to cover?
Yeah, everything on the list is taken care of.
Yeah, well, that's always a good thing. Definitely.
Why?
Silent Mish is saying something to me, but I'm not too sure how this is going to work.
20 minutes to spare.
You guys.
I know it's like 10:40
in
Tampa, Georgia right now as we play live.
Yeah. As we play live, yeah.
No, it can't be because we start at 12.
Yeah, well, they hear the recording at 12.
So it'd be 2:40. Right now it'd be 2:40 for them.
All right, so I just got
12 o'clock.
I just got a little news that there was a lady. We're not too sure where this took place or anything like that. Do we know where it took place? Was it here in Florida? It sounds like somebody from a Floridian would do. So she stole a python. All right.
Stole a python.
Yes, and then drove from the pet store. Right, was heading out of there and got to a car wreck. Okay. When the police got there, they found the lady and the python in the car. The only problem was the python was around the lady's neck, choking her. So not only did she steal the python, get into a car wreck, get choked by this python, now she's going to jail for theft.
I think Love said
so talk about a bad day, you know what I'm saying?
I think she needs to find herself a different line of work.
Yeah.
Out of the exotic pet.
Okay. I'm voting Mish for the Village Idiot.
Yeah. Silent Mish might have the Village Idiot right there. My Village Idiot is going to be the dentist on County Line Road, which is what, Giggles, Smiles and Giggles? Yeah. She was pulling perfectly good teeth out of people's mouth, making dentures with them, and then reselling the dentures. So you could have his teeth in your mouth when his teeth didn't even have to come out of his mouth.
You know, that's so crazy because it's so easy for them and cheap. It's only like $100 a tooth to have a guy make them.
That's my Village Idiot right there. So we got one Village Idiot for the dentist from Smiles and Giggles. The other Village Idiot was the lady who stole the python and got choked and got arrested. So There we go. We'll come up with more village idiots, and hopefully to your listeners, if you're listening, we want your vote on these village idiots.
I got one. I don't remember where it was, but this boy drops his cell phone in a pond.
Uh-oh.
He can't find it. He waits till the place closes, because it's like a golf course or something. He brings a pump and pumps the pond water out and puts it into the restroom, down the drain. He's thinking it's all going to just go down the drain.
Oh, my God.
Well, it's not even a drain. It's a septic tank. It's more like an outhouse.
Oh, my God.
So he's pumping all the pond water up this hill into this bathroom, waiting for the pond to dry. And there's no water coming back, so the pond's just going down. Well, meanwhile, the water's going the other way. Now, like the sewage septic water. And I don't know. He didn't find his phone. And he got caught, and he swore it was going to work, and it was a good idea. And
so now we have a pond pumper.
Yeah,
third choice of the village
for a
idiots.
cell phone that's been sitting in the water for how many hours?
Yeah.
Well,
now, if you find it, like, you're going to get your
He just wanted his SIM card back. Because if he had a SIM card, it'd have his phone numbers and all that stuff. Like, he knows the phone was ruined.
Would be all that worth it.
Yeah, I don't know. Oops. Lost a SIM card, too.
Some people on there I didn't want to talk to.
And, like,
anyway.
really, I mean, how difficult is it to go, and I've seen so many people do a post on Facebook, hey, I lost everybody's numbers, hit me up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, no, there's more. There's pictures on there. Like I had pictures of my kids, and I don't even see my kids anymore.
I can understand, but I mean,
I still would have to, rather than pump the water out of a pond to find the phone.
Well, he tried to get him to let him put on his scuba. He had scuba gear, and he was going to go down and get it. And the place wouldn't let him do it. So that's why he snuck back in later, and it was dark.
Yeah, that makes a little more sense.
Still, I don't even think the phone was worth the scuba gear.
I don't think so. And even the iPhone, I mean,
it's gone.
$600, $500
Everything that was in there is gone. I need to come to terms with the fact that I no longer have that information, pictures, phone numbers, or anything else. Otherwise, he obviously dropped it far enough into the pond where he couldn't just get it right there at shore.
Anybody follow our
It
former
sounds more
governor?
like a girlfriend threw in pond.
Does anybody follow the former governor, Jesse Ventura?
Oh, yeah.
He's got that new show, Off the Grid. He's filming right now.
They took him off regular TV.
Yeah, too controversial.
Oh,
Him and Howard Stern want to run for president.
Oh, that would be funny.
That would be
President,
hilarious.
Vice President. Oh, man.
President Ventura and Vice President Stern?
Yeah, I
That
think
would
I'd
be
have to
great.
vote. I think I'd have to vote for him.
That would be great. Are you kidding me? At least I know our radio show's got a shot then.
What do you think would be president?
Ventura. He's got
Jesse Ventura. But just imagine if something happened to him, we had President Howard
President
Stern.
President Stern. Oh, no.
Awesome.
That would be great, dude.
Yeah, I think we'd have a lot of problems.
I'd have to move back to New York for that one.
I could see both of them just sitting there, Congress comes across the desk with something crazy. Oh, that's a bunch of bullshit.
All right, so now we have the biggest jackass in the news of all. Okay, and this woman, anybody who sees her on the street, just give her a nice big smack in the face, because she's an idiot. She's not even from this country. Her name is Kristania Yankova,
the drunken
who left her 18-year-old in her 2010 Mercedes while she drank for 4 hours.
Wait, did you say 18-year-old?
No, her 8-year-old.
8-year-old.
Yeah. In her 2010 Mercedes, while she went into the bar and drank. Now the kid came in a few times and was looking for her mother, and she brought her out. And 4 hours. I mean, dude, alcohol. If alcohol is that much of a problem that you got to lock your kid up for 4 hours,
Well, you're not allowed to
car,
bring them in the bar anymore.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
So go to a bar. Go to a bar and grill. Go to Applebee's.
Yeah,
you know.
Applebee's doesn't have pool tables.
So what? I'm sure she wasn't playing pool.
Well, from
maybe
what I hear,
pocket
she was
pool.
playing pocket pool to get them drinks. That's what I
Right,
heard,
right.
but
That's a little different. Yeah, unreal. This one, she deserves a good smack in the face. So
yeah, I heard she wasn't even paying for a drink. She was like conning men for drinks the whole time, and then leaving her kid out in a freaking car.
Yeah.
At least that's what eyewitnesses said.
And she only got a $2,750 bond, which for anybody who knows bonds, she's only got to spend what $275.
Yeah, $275 to get out.
Yeah. Where's she gonna get that money if she can't make it to a bar?
Well, somebody's got it. So somebody's got
She's
access
blowing
to money.
somebody,
She's
dude.
driving a
She's blowing
2010
somebody.
Mercedes.
Yeah, she's blowing somebody.
She's got a sugar daddy or something.
Yeah, you know it. You know it. I don't care.
Yeah,
She
she's
never-
fine.
She can't even speak. You should have seen when they were
So what
trying to
happened to
arraign
the
her.
kid? Is the kid okay?
She has a restraining order against her now. She's not allowed to have contact with
She
the
was
kid
probably
or
brought
anything
over
like
here as one of those mail order wives.
Probably.
Eastern European mail order wives.
Probably. And then when they realized that she was a dumbass, they ditched her.
happens.
Yes, it does.
Dumbasses.
I'm surprised it went.
She probably got the house and the Mercedes, and she splat broke.
Yeah. Yeah, she probably blew it all. Half. Eddie, I want half, Eddie.
Nobody knows about those old good skits. No. Those old Eddie Murphy. I asked somebody the other day if they'd ever seen Eddie Murphy Raw, and they were like, no.
Eddie Murphy.
I was like, oh my God, you don't know Eddie Murphy unless you've seen his original stand-up shit. Eddie Murphy Raw. Anybody hears about that, go watch that video. You can get it anywhere, I'm sure, at this point. But that was like his first major stand-up. He was freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, is it on Netflix?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
It's comes on regular TV.
Regular TV?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's been on cable.
I was going to say cable. I was going to say because he drops the F-bomb a little too often in Eddie and Raw to be on regular TV.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we might have attorney Michael Minardi calling in here.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, we got about 12 minutes left, so let's see if he calls in. So, which will work. That'll wrap up the show pretty good. It's a medical cannabis expert.
You said he's a member of Normal, Florida?
He's a member of a bunch of organizations. Michael Minardi is probably one of the smartest men that I know when it comes to medical cannabis and things of that nature. So, let's see if he's going to call in. I don't know if he has enough time or what he's doing, but I just told him to give us a shout. But we got about 11 minutes, 45 seconds left of the show, folks. If you're out there and you're listening to us and you want to get heard on the radio, you just give us a call. We are on the air Eastern Time from 7 in the morning till 10. And that is, like I said, at www.facebook.com/TalkShitTV Show. You'll get our link to our Spreaker account, which that's where we have the live broadcast. And you can catch us on Tampa Bay 102.1, Macon, Georgia 87.9, Lancaster, Pennsylvania 102.1,
Boulder 100.7,
Boulder, Colorado 100.7, Las Vegas, Nevada 100.7, and all of those shows start 12 o'clock Eastern Time, so just adjust your times from there. But if you want to hear us live, again, I'll say it, we go where, guys?
Talk Shit TV Show. It's on Facebook. Yep. So Facebook.com/Talk Shit TV Show.
Absolutely.
Phone number is 352-410-2084.
Yep. Paul, you got anything else? Oh, looks like we got Michael Minardi calling in right now. Let's go ahead and answer the call. Hey, buddy, what's going on, man? You're live.
Hey, how you doing? I'm doing well, thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Staying busy down there?
What's that?
Staying busy down there?
Yeah.
Good. Very good. How goes the fight? I was telling everybody that you're a major cannabis activist. You do a lot of fighting for people's rights when it comes to the Constitution, and you're a member of Normal of Florida. Just tell everybody some of the other things you're a part of, Mike.
Well, Michael Minardi, I'm an attorney here in South Florida. I'm a part of Normal of Florida. I'm a board member of Florida Can. I'm a board member of the Silver Tour, which is a group educating seniors on the medical benefits of marijuana. And I also am part of the Meet the Experts Conference, which is touring the state right now, and hopefully will be coming to an area near you soon.
Now, weren't they were just down there in South Florida, weren't they?
Thank you.
Yeah, most of our events so far have been in South Florida, but hopefully in the near future we'll be able to expand that to other parts of the state.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Definitely. I know Michael now for a little while, and I got to tell everybody out there, he's a great lawyer. I've spoken to a lot of his clients that are former and are clients now, and they speak nothing but great things about him. He's located at 300 Colorado Avenue, Suite 210, Stuart, Florida, 34994, and his office phone number is 772-463-6571. Give him a call before you guys get yourselves in trouble, and Michael can definitely help you out and direct you in which way to go, right, Mike?
That's right, and I'm here to fight for you and do what's best for you as a person and try to get you through the stressful times easily with as less damage as possible to you.
Yeah, we all know. We all know. We all know what damage they do when they come in, that's for sure.
They do, and you know what? Nobody for cannabis deserves to be in jail, deserves to be on probation, or deserves to be persecuted when it's decriminalized in the goddamn nation's capital. I'll tell you that much.
Right on, brother.
Thank you for standing up for us.
That.
Absolutely. Yeah, everybody here is saying thank you for standing up for what we all believe in. You know, if we had more people like you to stand up for things that we believe in and fight for, then we might actually have the great nation that everybody boasts about.
You'd be surprised how many people get this.
I agree, and I've been doing it for 8 years, and a lot of it is disgusting to me that all these new attorneys now are coming on saying that they're cannabis experts. They haven't been part of this fight. They haven't been sticking their neck out for the patients, the people who really need it and deserve it on a regular basis. And I'm going to continue to do that as long as I have to.
Absolutely.
Until it's legal.
Absolutely.
I'm glad.
And then
Yeah,
some.
I'm glad.
And then some, right, Mike?
That's right. Until it's legal and everyone can grow it in their own yards.
Absolutely.
That's the way it should be.
Absolutely. Yep. I'm going to be one of those ones. As soon as it's legal, I'm putting a big one up, Mike.
It's scary, man. I don't want a target on my back.
Yeah, well,
if I
that's what it is.
I had a good attorney.
Yep.
You know?
Well, like I said, Michael Minardi, Minardi Law. You can go to minardilaw.com. You can check him out. Give you a free consultation. You want to give him a call at 772-463-6571. Mike, we got about 7 minutes left of the show. I thank you for calling in, buddy. And I'll hit you up later, all right?
Okay, no problem. Have a great day, and everyone stand up for their rights. Don't forget to vote, and know who your elected officials are, judges, representatives, everyone.
Absolutely.
Because your decision and your vote can make a difference in this election.
Absolutely.
When cannabis is going to be an issue.
And we're voting yes on number 2 in November, right, Mike?
That's right, and make sure you know who the candidates are who support cannabis as well.
Any other recommendations?
Any other recommendations?
Bill Lucifer running for Attorney General, and Florida Cannabis Action Network is usually great about informing people about who in their local area and their local elections are willing to support this issue.
Excellent.
So get involved and get educated and vote.
Beautiful. Thank you, Michael. I'll hit you up later, and feel free to call in anytime.
Have a great day.
You too, buddy. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
And that was Michael Minardi from Minardi Law, again, one of the best medical cannabis activists that I know of. Not that I know too many, but I got to tell you, the man stands up for what he believes in. Again, that's Minardi Law, 300 Colorado Avenue, Suite 210, Stuart, Florida, 34994. You can reach his office at 772-463-6571. What else we got, guys? We got about 5 minutes left. If we got nothing else, I'll just close the show with some tunes.
Well, unless I think we're going to continue on with the cannabis contest. Or,
cannabis contest?
Yes.
Who's got the better buds?
Upcoming election, the conflict with that. I mean,
I'll be a judge.
Yeah.
I want to be a cannabis contest judge.
You know, now even out in California, they got their own cannabis cup thing going on.
Really?
Where it used to just be, Amsterdam had the cannabis cup. Now California's got its.
Well, they got Amsterdam out there now.
Well, I guess even Amsterdam's got has had to admit that some of the best now marijuana coming out is from Southern California.
Yeah.
In wine country and
It
whatnot.
is. I gotta admit, it is. Not that, I know, but I know.
I've heard.
Yeah, seen it done on the radio.
Every chance I get, I hear.
Yeah, every chance, exactly.
It's my opinion that.
Michael Minardi is, again, Minardi Law is one of our supporters here. So, again, thank you, Michael, for calling in, and it's great to have you.
I got to look up
the
his sound clip. Find out.
Yeah, it's excellent to have him on the air. I did have. No, I guess I didn't load it this morning. I was gonna play one of the sound bites I have for Michael Minardi, but we'll go ahead and skip over that. We got about 4 minutes and change left. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here this morning. Play some music on our ride out. So Happy Tuesday, everyone, and this is
have
Talk
a
Shit.
good morning from everybody and listening
good morning.
online, and good afternoon for those of you who catch us later on the airwaves. Catch you all
Absolutely.
later.
Be good.
Attention at the start of the race.
Shit Radio. Wrapping up the show. We're going to do some for you guys. And www.facebook.com/TalkShitRadio.
This is Lewis Kennedy, and you're listening to Talk Shit Radio, craziest radio station in Tampa Bay.
We'll see you tomorrow, folks. Have a great day. Talk Shit signing out.